how can you get information to these people about well, you gotta
I don't even know
you
why
can
you focus on these people right now. I don't even know why we focus on these people all the time. Like,
because what I
listen, it's
can get
about
for
you.
this
Listen, it's
description
about you,
is
not about these people. It's about you and your choices right now, my guy.
Yo, guys, yo, can I have a question?
No, I'm sorry. Wait 1 second. So, why do you always go to these other places? Tell me, why don't you just focus about your place and your context where you can be vegan?
Bro, can you just let me give this question?
Yeah, I don't want to get derailed at this point. Can you just maybe save it for a moment and then we can address it?
Oh, because I've been here
Yeah.
like for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I think, and you've been
Yeah. Okay.
talking
Go ahead.
for the whole
Okay. Go ahead. Go
time.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I have the question that have always been in my mind that from where do vegan people get their protein intake from like
Yeah.
so they are
Yeah.
vegan?
Yeah. Before I answer that question, right? Because I think it's even more important. Do you think we should respect animals?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Do you think we should not exploit these animals for their body if we do not have to? So let's say I can say you can be healthy. Let's say I just hypothetically, right? We can be healthy, fit, and strong, right, on a vegan diet, right, without any animal products. Let's just say. Would you then say what we do to these animals is completely unnecessary?
I have look, before answering this question, I have a question. Do you know the average age of that a cow or I don't know
Yeah, I do.
can
Before they
live
get killed,
can
before
then
they get
get
killed,
yes.
before they get killed. Yeah, I think I don't want to say something wrong, but I think it's at most at the age of 3 they're getting killed, I believe.
So
Yeah.
what's the point of of feeding them and then letting them die in so we can
Yeah. So, yeah, I can answer this question, but can we just move a little step back because I said when we can be healthy as a vegan without consuming anything else. Do you think it is then still good to create these cows, chicken and pigs and whatever, to create them and then to kill them for something optional, not necessary, but optional, because we can just also be healthy on a vegan diet, right?
I
Would you
don't
then
think
still say
so.
it's, oh,
No, I don't think so.
what do you don't think so?
I don't think that you can be healthy without
Yeah,
eating
I'm just saying
meat.
hypothetically. I'm just saying hypothetically, let's say we can be healthy, right? Would you then still think it's okay to breed them into existence, to create them, and then to take their body parts and then at the end kill them.
Maybe not.
Hmm. So you say
Maybe
maybe. What's still keeping you back then? What are the things that could still make it okay?
because it's not happening.
No, I'm asking you, right? I'm asking you if it's healthy. Would you see any kind of reason to still kill and exploit these animals against their will?
I said maybe because it's not happening. If it is, I might change my opinion.
Okay, okay. So then let's be clear. So you're saying it depends. So if we can convince you that you can be healthy, strong, and whatever on a vegan diet, you would be a vegan.
So go on.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I think we have like multiple lines of evidence, right, that you can obviously be healthy in all stages of life, right? So as a first evidence, I can obviously say there are many vegans on this earth, right? And also in this channel. I mean, just look at me. I have been vegan for 6 years. Axel has been vegan for 7 years. The Strong VPM above, they have been vegan for 10 years. Dingus also for multiple years. Ex Animal Abuser probably also for multiple years. Dister, Moral Clarity, Ex Animal Abuser,
So
so on and so forth. Twisted. Hold on.
how
And then hold on. Wait. So this is just the first line of evidence. Then I can also just tell you to go on Google and just look the population size of vegans. Now, it's not going to be billions, right? I'm not going to make that claims, but there are like multiple millions and millions of people who are vegan athletes, vegan parents, vegan children, elderly people who are vegan, right? We actually have a vegan who is 66, and he has been vegan for 6 years as well. So when he turned 60 or something, he has been vegan. And then we can also look at the research, right? If you really want to go that deep, we can also consult the evidence. And then we can see even there that the American,
I have it on
how
my
do you say,
screen, Val.
the American,
I have it on my
Dietetics,
screen.
yeah, exactly.
Academy.
That they also, Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition, yeah.
Yep.
They also say that you can be healthy in all stages of life, right? You just have to make sure that you are a bit educated, and then you can be healthy, fit, and strong, and do whatever you want, right? But we can go all over these things if that is what is stopping you. But the point is, you have to admit that what we do to these animals then is completely unnecessary then, right? That's the important thing.
Rabix, would
Maybe
you like
you're
me?
right, but
Would you like me
can
to
you
go
can you
through?
just
Would you like me
wait,
to go
wait,
through protein
sorry,
with
wait.
you? Would you like me to go
Wait,
through
wait.
protein with you? Or
wait. So let's get back to the first question. So how can we people get the our protein
Should we just
intake,
propose
our
that?
daily protein intake?
yeah, look at my screen, right? My screen, I'm streaming. Look at that, Rebex. I'm gonna
Wait.
explain protein, plant protein to you. It's gonna be interesting, I promise. Are you looking?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Can
awesome.
you wait? You just wait. It's loading.
It's loading.
Yeah, it's still loading DPM.
Let me reshare it, I guess.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect.
Go on,
Seems
go
to
on.
work.
Awesome. So, you know, proteins are made out of amino acids, right?
Can you just zoom in a little bit?
Oh, I can try. It is a tiny thing, though. Is that better?
Yes,
Okay. So proteins are made out of amino acids, right?
yes, I know that.
Yeah.
20, I
Yeah.
think it's 20,
I'm just
right?
asking what you know, right? I'm not assuming that you don't know anything. Okay. There are essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. So essential amino acids we have to get from food, right?
Yes.
Yes. So there are all 9 essential amino acids in all our animal foods. That's true, right? But also if you look like at plant foods, all legumes, beans, lentils, peas also have all 9 essential amino acids. So do grains and pasta. So do nuts, vegetables, fruit, mushrooms. In fact, the only food that doesn't have all 9 essential amino acids on Earth is gelatin and collagen, because those are the same thing. Let's move on though, because we do have research in actual humans, right? So in this research, 2 groups of people were fed either they were eating an omnivorous diet and they were supplemented with whey protein to get to 1.6 grams of protein. The other group was eating a vegan diet and they were supplemented with soy protein to get to 1.6 grams of protein per day. And then they were asked to work out. And it seems like that it doesn't matter what diet you eat, as long as you eat 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, you're going to grow the same amount of muscle and be as strong. Does that seem like reasonable from this study? Do you think?
I think if it's right.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, we
check
have
it
even
out
more
later. I can give you the link to this, and you can check all the diets. So this is about elderly people, because it's incredibly important for elderly people to be on a high protein diet, right? And it shows again, if a well-balanced vegan diet, it provides a variety of plant protein, and it doesn't compromise the health in any kind of way, right? This is an
And
elderly.
also,
Yeah, go on.
Can you just scroll up a little bit? I just want to explain something.
Yeah.
So as you can see here, right, in the title it says after the how do you say, like the double points after the older adults, it says it's a randomized controlled crossover trial. So I'm not sure whether you've ever heard of this, like randomized controlled trials. I mean, they're called RCTs in science. But however, this one is of a particular interest because it's a crossover trial. So that what that essentially means is that they take people or participants or subjects, whatever you want to call them, and they give to them all the conditions again and again and again in random order, right? So they give these people sometimes, let's say in random order, it's really randomized, right? So sometimes they give them meat and then plant-based, plant-based, meat, plant-based, 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 meat, meat, and like in random order, really. And then they look actually whether there is actually any difference. And the way they also sometimes do it is they have like a washout period in between, right?
Yeah,
so they
they
have
must.
a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In which they have a break, so they don't have any cheating, so to speak, or any kind of confounding, what we call in science, right? So they have a break so that the effects go away and then do it again. And the beautiful thing of these kind of studies is that you actually control for genetic influences. Because if I test you again and again and again, we make sure that your individual characteristics are taken into account. So I think these kind of studies, like these crossover trials, have a lot of strength, in my opinion.
Yeah, in my
because they
opinion
take
too.
into account. Yeah, exactly. So I hope it made it clear, right? And these people did not. I mean, you can't blind them to a diet because they know that they're going to eat only plant-based or omnivorous. But I think these kind of studies are very powerful.
Yeah, it kind of, the crossover part, it kind of destroys bias because they just go on one diet and then on another. So, like, it's literally a comparison in the same person of what a diet does to a person. So that's a fantastic thing. We have more, right? I don't want to bore you too much. I can just give you a link to this and you can check out all of those. But like isonutrigenous, meaning that there is enough nutrition in each meal. So introgenous meals containing a moderate serving of total protein from foods providing complete, complementary, or incomplete essential amino acids even do not differentially stimulate muscle. So it doesn't even matter if you eat a complete protein, it stimulates muscle anyways, right? But also this was talking about plant-based. They compared like protein from beef to complete plant protein and to incomplete plant protein that has all the amino acids but is considered incomplete in research. The same impact of vegan diets on resistance and exercise, no difference, right? Anabolic action versus animal versus vegan dietary patterns are similar, right? So there's the thing, it just doesn't seem to matter in the end.
Can we say that?
Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
No, we're gonna finish. No, hold on. We're gonna finish with Raybacks, and then we can talk. Okay?
Sure. Can we say that if we eat meat, it has you can get the amounts of protein that you need daily.
Sure, you can. Yeah, the point is of this presentation is that you can get it from. Hold on, you can get it from animal protein or plant protein. There is no difference. That's the point of this presentation.
Yeah. Yes. I just need to clarify something.
Mm-hmm.
That if you need to get the same amounts of protein, you need to eat more. If it as example, if you want to eat lentils or bean, you need to eat more.
No.
And
no.
Let me just finish.
No, but the answer is no. It doesn't matter what the end of the question is. The answer is no.
No. Just let me finish. Because if you are eating meat, you get a privilege. Because you get also creatine that helps you that helps your energy, that gives you energy.
Can I answer this? VPM?
Yeah, sure. I have actually a thing on creatine. Oh, you can answer it. Yeah, but I'm gonna show it.
So I will first address the protein thing and then we can go to creatine. So if you recall what they have, what VPM has actually showed you earlier about the study, right? it's actually an outcome-based study. So what this basically tells you is they look about certain end results, like say strength, endurance, stamina, or whatever it is, or even health parameters, right? Like health outcomes, let's say cholesterol, whatever. Forget about it though. These kind of groups, they make sure that they control for protein. As you can see in the study title or in the method section, they actually hold protein in both groups constant. It was not the case that the vegans ate, let's say, 3 grams and the omnivorous people just eat 1.6 grams. They ate the same amount. So it doesn't seem to be the case that meat provided added benefits when protein, both diets are the same. In fact, we have seen that the vegans did equally well, right? And when this is the case, it appears also that creatine, at least in these kinds of amounts, when we just eat 1.6 grams of protein, it doesn't seem to be the case that creatine should have made any kind of difference. Now, what I will say is this, right? Creatine has been shown to. Wait,
in the
wait,
long
hold on.
term.
Yeah. But what I will say is this, right? Creatine will give you ergogenic performance effects. It will, but I don't think that you will get these effects by simply just eating 1.6 grams of animal protein, because even in animals, creatine is not filled with creatine. It has just like some little how do you say? It's not loaded with protein with creatine.
It's not
The best
substantial.
way to get exactly. So the best way to get creatine is, and even omnivorous people already do it, is to supplement it, to saturate your creatine stores. Right? I mean, I'm a vegan. I also supplement creatine every day,
Same.
about like 3 to 5 grams per day, and you then never stop taking it. You just take it every day, and that's it.
Look, if you eat your creatine, you get it as a supplement, and you get your multivitamin as well. You
Yeah.
you will have no difference between the vegan and the one who's not
I
vegan.
mean, it's
Yeah,
worse than that.
you won't, and you will even have benefits. It's not just that you have like no difference, but you as a vegan, you will probably also have benefits, because the thing is this, right? If you eat animal products in order to get like one of your nutrients, let's say creatine, or let's say protein, your animal products will also come with quote unquote baggage that you do not want to have. Let's say saturated fat, for instance, right? You don't want to have this too much in your system. So what you're basically doing is this: you eat more and more and more animal products, but at the same time, you're also getting something negative. While we, as vegan, we maybe take vitamin D, creatine, and B12, but all of these things, they're completely harmless if you supplement them, right? B12 is water soluble. Vitamin D, you can just take 4,000 international units per day in the winter. You're fine. It's tested. And creatine as well, right? But if you
Yes.
get your B12, yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something about the creatine thing? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But yeah, creatine also is like a non-essential nutrient. Your body produces creatine. And even if you are eating animal products, like if you're going to try to get any sort of benefits from creatine, you need to supplement it, which is why bodybuilders supplement creatine, right? Like these non-vegan bodybuilders, they take creatine because it has minimal effects if you're just eating animal products.
Yeah.
And it's, again, not a required nutrient. It's not an essential nutrient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
would.
essential.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
add that I would add to that it's something called supraprendial, right? Some things you just can't get from food, enough of it, right? So you have to supplement. Creatine is one of those things. There are only 0.2 grams of creatine in a 3-ounce serving of beef, and therefore you're not going to get all the things that you want from creatine just by eating animal products. So it doesn't matter. You have to supplement anyway. So why kill an animal for it, you know?
Yeah.
I have a question for X cat puncher.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
So if you are vegan and you want to compete in a competition,
Yeah.
and you need to take steroids.
Oh boy. Yeah.
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 As a vegan, are
Yeah.
you able to do that?
Yeah. Again, So
Can you
whether it's yeah, I will answer it. Yeah, so it's a bit more complex. Yeah,
Rebex,
yeah.
let him
So,
answer now. Let him answer. You
Yeah.
ask the question and
Yeah,
let
so-
him answer now.
yeah,
I have a second
so
question.
whether
No, so
No,
wait.
sorry.
Let him answer the first question and then ask the second question.
yeah,
That's how it
so
works.
so whether it's like,
It's a short question.
oh my gosh, dude. Okay,
Bro,
then
be quiet.
just give me the second question. Okay, whatever.
Jesus.
Go
Go
ahead.
on, go ahead.
Okay, so whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's like strength, whether it's strength or any kind of other performance, it always depends, I think, on your genes as well, by a lot. If you take me right now and let's have excellent genes to squat because I'm a small dude, right? I'm small, I'm pretty strong for squatting. It doesn't matter whether I'm omnivorous or vegan. And if you put me then now on steroids, I will just get stronger and faster, right? And maybe I will outcompete my peers because I'm genetically gifted. They don't have the things that I have, right? But this is not something exclusive to vegans or omnivorous people. It just depends on my individual characteristics. And the same with bodybuilding as well. Some people have just better genes in certain classes. Let's say they have better lats, they have better muscle insertions. They can maybe reach even lower body fats without any kind of side effects. Maybe they have less food focus. Let's say, like there are so many factors that play into this, right? It's not just about whether it's like vegan or not. But we have shown you again and again and again, and I'm really like tired now of explaining this, that you can get all the effects while being a vegan. That's the bottom line, really. You can get all the muscle gains that you want. And my question is still this, right? Just suppose, hypothetically, it would take you a little bit longer, let's say a few weeks longer. Would that justify exploiting and killing animals for a hobby? Because this is basically the question that we have to ask, because so far we have provided you evidence that you can get everything else on a vegan diet, right? So why would you just kill animals needlessly at this point? Why would you want to do that? Listen, if I can be a vegan athlete or like a runner or a strength athlete without killing innocent animals, that's a big plus to me, because then I know I can fulfill my hobby, my passions without even, and I actually have a third passion, which is actually much stronger, and that is actually advocating for animals. I don't have to fucking kill innocent babies and animals just to get their body parts. Do you understand this?
Yes, I do, but
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I don't want to be biased, or I don't want to get into religion, but in
Oh,
our
no.
so
Yeah.
let's skip this part.
Oh man. Yeah. So again, with the religion part, I think someone else should take over. But again, if you truly believe your book is the holy thing and nothing's gonna change you, yeah, no matter of reason can actually dissuade you, right? But I think if we do that move, I think you are disingenuous, because I earlier asked you this very important thing. If we can ensure you that you can be healthy on a vegan diet, you said you would go vegan. And now you're bringing up religion. And I think this is a disingenuous move. It's a dishonest move.
I'm not bringing
Right.
it. I just want to no, forget
Yeah.
about it, bro. Forget about it.
Well, but I'm asking you again, right? I mean,
Yeah,
now we have provided you and supplied you with a lot of evidence, not just personal anecdote, like not just personal experience, but also with scientific evidence, right? And you can just even look it up.
Wait, who?
You can actually look it up. You can ask ChatGPT. You can ask Google. You can
Wait,
go
who?
on.
Jeffries, be
PubMed.
quiet. We're talking to
Oh my God.
Rebex right now.
Yeah, we have supplied you with a lot of lines. We have provided you with a lot of evidence right now, right? Like from different
Give me
of different sorts.
I think
Where-
And now
you can
and now
answer
the
that
question
question.
and now the hold on, and now the question is, right? Why then would you kill these animals needlessly?
Look, before you did, yeah, the last question that I've asked you, you didn't answer it because I asked you. You say gens. Let's
Yeah.
say, look, let's
Yeah.
say that gens are equal. Don't
Yeah.
make the. Let's say
Yeah,
that they
that
are equal.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
based
give
on
me-
the
Val,
evidence.
let him
based on the
Val, let
yeah.
him finish the question. Let him finish the question.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
was
sure.
the question. That was the question. Let's say that
Okay.
the genes are
Yeah.
equal. So give me the.
Yeah. And I showed you, at least from the evidence that we have no reason to believe that there should be any significant difference between an omnivorous person and a vegan person. Because again, we have the studies that show if everything is equal, right? If everything is equal, there are no differences.
I think you
There are no
can't
differences.
take steroids if you are vegan. I think you lack something. I think I don't know what is it, but I
Wait,
think
what?
you lack something.
Wait, what?
You're just going on
what-
feelings, my dude. You're going on feelings. Oh, I think
Yeah.
I feel like something would be missing. Well, we don't have evidence for that. In fact, we have evidence that nothing would be missing if you eat properly and if you supplement properly. That's it. You can be healthy as you want. You can be Mr. Olympia if you want, if you have the
Oh,
genetics for it.
Can you name me someone who is vegan and he's crowded by a Mr. Olympia?
There you go. I have it on my screen. Vegan wins Brazilian Mr. Olympia bodybuilding competition. There you go.
Which bodybuilding
but-
competition is this?
You can just look at my screen, and I can give you
Yes,
the
but-
link to this if you want.
But also, let me remind you, right? Even if we don't have this kind of evidence, right? Even if there's like no vegan professional, how would this justify killing animals, my guy? Can you answer this question?
What
Like-
is it?
Like, no, I was just asking you, right? Let's suppose, I mean, we have evidence that they are vegan athletes, right? But do you think that just because someone is very good in a sport field, that therefore it's okay to eat animal products? Like, what kind of thing is that? Like I told you again and again and again, right? If you want to have your hobbies, you can have your hobbies, but I don't think your hobbies should actually victimize animals. You're victimizing animals by buying these products, right? Milk, eggs, and meat and fish and whatever else, they exploit animals. You don't have to do this, right? It's not necessary. It's something bigger than just muscles, my guy. This is about lives and suffering and taking
May I?
babies away. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
No, wait. Jeffries really wanted to ask a question because they interrupted us like 10 times. Jeffries, please ask your question.
Yeah.
My question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you interrupted.
Jeffries,
Go
no.
ahead.
No, I lost it. I'm typing
Jeffries, no.
Yeah.
999. No. Okay.
Okay.
So-
Then sent. You can go.
But yeah.
Did you guys read? Did you guys read it, what I wrote?
Yeah, down.
What?
What I wrote in the chat.
Veganism's a privilege, basically.
How so? Please provide evidence that veganism is a privilege.
Okay, so my point is, you can only engage in veganism if you can afford it, right?
What if I
Yeah,
told
for
you
the
that
monograph.
veganism is cheaper, generally speaking, than omnivorism? What would you say on that?
That's my point. It's cheaper if you are in a developed nation.
Are you in
No,
a developed nation,
because-
Sant?
I can assure you that I'm not.
Are you in a
But,
developed
that is-
nation? Yes or no, please.
No, I'm not. My point is not that.
Where do you
My
live?
point is-
Where do you live? I don't believe you. You sound like you're in a developed nation because you're on Discord. That's how I know.
I live in Brazil.
Okay, that's a developed nation.
No, it's a undeveloped nation.
Sorry? You think Brazil is not a
Developed.
developed nation?
If I could show
not,
you
it's
the
not.
things we have here, you'll be willing to change the opinion.
Sorry, you think you can't be
what
vegan
my-
in Brazil?
No, my point is not that.
You
My
think
point
you
is,
can't be vegan in Brazil?
Me, as an individual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about use, my dude. We're talking about people, individual people. Like extrapolating these two populations when we talk about one person would be kind of silly, right?
What is your point? Your point is the applicability by the collective of the
My
individual.
point is applicability on you, my guy, on you.
Individual.
Yeah, you as an
So you
individual.
agree?
Yes, you. Woo.
So you agree that the veganism is only applicable to affordable individuals?
I'm talking about you. Is it applicable to you?
You play a huge
My
role
life?
because I think
My
you are
lifestyle,
under
no.
you. Why not?
It's not possible. Why not? Well,
Yeah. Tell me.
let's take in account economy, right? Let's say you guys, you are used to earn your salaries, your earnings in per hour, right? Here in Brazil, we earn per month.
Sorry, what's your point? Can you make the point, please?
My point is, let me read my text, right? So, what I mean is, you guys are trying to push this veganism like a moral ground,
It is.
Yeah.
but not everybody can afford it. Not everybody
Can you?
afford
Can
this
you?
moral ground.
Can you? Can you? Can you?
I cannot.
You cannot? Please prove it. Please prove that veganism
yeah,
is
let
more
me-
expensive in Brazil than omnivorism. Please prove it.
Yeah.
I
Actually, let me
I
ask you
cannot-
this.
I cannot.
Yeah, let me ask you this. No, hold on. Before you move on, what do you think would be expensive being on a vegan diet? Because I'm very curious, because you may have some assumptions that may not even be necessary to be a vegan. So can you just tell me like what kind of food items would be expensive? Let's maybe go there.
The first thing that would be expected in this case would be doctors, supplementation, intellectual people, right? That engage in these activities, that produce all these supplements, all this science,
Okay.
right? There is a escape of how can I say this? Do you guys ever heard the term brainscape? Like the brains are escaping from the nation. You guys ever heard of that?
No, what the fuck do you mean? Can you make your point, please?
What I mean is all the scientists, all the doctors, all the people that would get the supplementation are leaving. So we cannot afford the supplementation, we cannot afford the doctors because we don't have doctors here like that can specialize in this veganism because it is only possible to be a vegan in abundance. So if you don't have abundance, you can't be a vegan. My point is that
Listen, you don't have to supplement immediately if you are a vegan, right? So with B12, right, you have some time still, right? You don't have to supplement immediately the day you become vegan. This is like something most people don't even know, right? But you haven't answered my
point-
question because wait,
why-
no, please wait, hold on, please, before you go on, because I have not received the answer yet because all you just said is supplements. I asked you what food items, right? Supplements are not food, well, at least not pills in my view. What kind of food items would be expensive apart from supplements?
I don't know. I don't engage in veganism. Do you know?
Yeah. Okay. So exactly. So
Can you
you don't
tell me?
know, but yeah. But I just wanna let you know that you said you don't know, but you made a claim that it would be expensive. So this is something on speculation on your behalf, then, right? You don't even know.
I think it's expensive compared to the amount of protein that you will get.
We already went through this with you. I don't know why you're reverting to the same position when we proved to you that you can get a lot of protein on a plant-based diet and it ain't that expensive, like at all. It's more expensive to
Yeah.
eat beef and shit.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, what would be expensive? So again, let's go with the pyramid, right? Let's go with the basics fundamentals, like fruits and vegetables and grains, right? Potatoes and pasta, legumes of all sorts, legumes, right? Like lentils, chickpeas, peas, red lentils, soybeans, whatever is at your disposal, right? Like all these legumes, right? And then you have nuts and seeds and a little bit of oil, right? Then you can add, if you want, and if you have the money, you can add some vegan versions, let's say soy yogurt or soy milk or plant milks, right? Like where exactly there is it expensive, really? Tell me.
Bro, those are expensive in Brazil and here in Morocco.
Wait, soybeans. Wait, in Brazil, soybeans or beans are expensive. Grains like oatmeal is expensive. Fruits and vegetables are expensive. I mean,
maybe they're in USA are not, but here they are. I mean,
How much? Wait. Let's put it to the test. How much does a can of beans cost? How much does a can of beans cost?
What?
How much does a can of beans cost in Brazil?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
guy.
Wait, you don't even
Soybeans.
know, and you make the claim that it's more expensive than beef, or the meat,
yeah,
or than
soybeans.
animal products.
I
How
don't
much
know,
does
but
soybeans
I know,
cost?
I know that people from Brazil they don't get that much money that they can afford to those things, all
Sorry,
those things.
you don't even know how much it costs to eat beans instead of animal products, but you think it's more expensive. You're going on feelings, my guy. You're going on feelings here.
I did not tell. I did
Let's
not
go on
say that.
facts. Let's find out
not
how
say-
much a can of beans cost in Brazil, and let's compare it per protein or per calorie to animal products and see if it's actually more expensive, right?
Look for someone who gets like 2,200 USD a month. He can't afford it.
No. You can't, you don't even know this because you don't know how much a can of beans cost as compared to animal products. So you can't claim this. Literally, you made an empirical claim that you don't have evidence for because you don't even know how much the other side costs.
Look, how
If I
many
told you,
beans-
hold on, if I told you that apples cost more than oranges, but I don't know what the price of oranges is, would you believe me?
The thing that I know is the protein, the 100 gram of meat it has
How much? How much? It's 29. Wait, you said grams. Grams
Yes.
is a bad way to measure protein. Anyways, you should measure it per calories. So 100 calories of beef has, so that's about 83, I think, grams, has, I think, 25 grams of protein. That's an uncooked. So if we compare it to an uncooked tofu, for instance, it would be the same.
but it lacks amino acids.
Tofu?
No.
Which amino acid does it lack, tofu?
Not tofu. I'm not talking about tofu.
Sorry?
All plants have all amino acids, my guy.
I just showed it to you. Are you wasting your time, Rabex? Because I just showed it to you like 30 minutes ago that all plants have all
know
essential
that
amino
there's no
acids.
tofu
Why
here
are we
anymore.
reverting to this claim when I showed
do
you,
you-
I
Even
proved it to
lentils.
you empirically?
Do you know that there is no tofu here?
Sorry?
Listen, my guy, if you eat rice
You
and
know
beans,
that
you have
there's
all
no
the amino acids. You
I've
are
never
just
ever seen
finding
tofu in my whole
excuses.
life.
You don't have to. You can just eat rice and beans and you have all amino acids. It doesn't
Rice
matter,
and
my
beans.
guy.
That-
Yeah,
That's not how it
and
works.
beans.
No.
of course. Yes, you can
Too
because
easy.
okay.
Life
Yeah, so guys,
isn't utopic.
Again, the thing is, you can get all the amino acids,
Sorry,
right?
Sorry,
So
but
no, hold on. You guys you have to shut up a little bit because you're not educated on this matter at all. right? You should
Being
actually listen when
moral,
the teacher is.
Bias, you're
No,
just
you
not
guys,
horrible.
you have
Sant,
to you have to
one more
listen
time.
when
Hold on, Val.
teachers are
Val, hold on.
speaking.
So just look at my screen.
biased,
Just look
you're
at my
biased.
screen
You're
and tell me
about
which. Just
20%.
look at my fucking screen and tell me which amino acid is missing in which vegan food, please.
Language, VPM, language.
No, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fucking swear as much as I want to. Please look at my screen.
Eggs.
And no, I don't care. We swear at this channel. If your feelings are hurt
No,
about
yeah,
it, you can just leave.
Yeah. No language policing.
Please, wait, yes.
Yeah, stop
We are
fucking
still
swearing,
doing it.
guys, you fuckers.
Fucking stop and look at my screen and tell me which amino acid is missing in vegan food. In plant-based food.
Fuckers.
Raybex, you're like you're coping really hard, right? She did like a whole presentation for you on
Right.
this, like literally like 5 minutes ago, but now you're still reverting back to this nonsense. Like, come on, dude. If you're gonna make the claim, you have to provide some sort of evidence that's like lacking something.
Yeah, let's put
haven't
you
done
guys
any
to the test. Please prove to us that tofu misses essential amino acids. Please prove it. Let's go. Which ones? I want names of
I
amino
can-
acids.
I can prove to you. I can prove to you by using pragmatism.
Pragmatism? No. It's
I
an
never-
empirical claim.
I never.
No,
ever-
it's an
I
empirical
never
claim.
seen tofu in my
No,
whole
it's
life.
an empirical claim. Provide empirical evidence.
My empirical evidence is what I've seen in my whole life. I
No,
never ever
no,
seen what
that's not a good way to get to the truth. Please
I-
provide empirical evidence.
in my life. is-
Pragmatism.
No, provide the empirical evidence. My whole
Empirical-
life, I've been eating, for the past 10 years, I've been eating only lentils. Therefore, my
Empirical is the
pragmatism goes
practice.
against your
Life is a
pragmatism.
practice. Oh, but
Dude,
empirical
listen, my
is the
guy.
practice.
Listen, my guy.
not
It might be.
theoretical,
Hold on.
empirical.
It might be. Hold on. It might be pragmatic if my mother is sick, right, and I have to bring her to the hospital. It might be pragmatic to ignore all traffic lights and to run everyone over because I'm quicker there. But that doesn't make it ethical or empirically good or whatever. Like, what is your point, dude? You're basically pro throat slitting because it's pragmatic, dude.
See the correlation between.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Not
are
ever
you
seen.
are ready. Hold on, you are ready to get some pleasure and benefit by cutting throats open again and again and again because it's pragmatic, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yes,
Like-
yes.
Yeah, it's yeah, and
That's
this
the
is
point.
problematic. If you can just simply eat plants, right, and we provide you ample of evidence that you can be healthy and get all the amino acids, and then you just say, well, because I made only this one experience. Yeah, no shit, my guy. If you have habits,
okay,
you only make.
Let's
Yeah, hold on. If you have a habit, right, let's say of eating something or just smoking, you never know the other side of experience. I know this. If you only made the experience of only eating animal products, I know this is a habit and this is new territory for you. You don't know how it feels to be without it, right? But that doesn't mean that you have to still continue doing what you're doing, my guy. It makes no sense, especially when. But you also have to listen. You don't just have to respond quickly. Just digest what I'm saying, right? Because it's more than just pragmatics here, my guy. This is about like throat slitting and artificially inseminating
Let's
cows
talk
and
about
ripping
empirical.
No, I think we are getting actually lost in we are actually getting lost in the weeds because all we're just talking about is like how you can benefit from it. Veganism is about the animals, my guy. And you just seem to find excuses upon over excuses, my guy. You don't even see that it's a problem, right? So why
Your
would we
point
actually work?
is-
Yeah.
Let me make the question. Your point is, we shouldn't be benefiting from this, be as individuals.
Sorry, what?
Shouldn't be benefiting.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, my goal is just to keep you as healthy as you are right now. If you benefit, that's fine, but my job is just to keep your health what it is right now, right? That's the minimum goal.
if I'm gonna get sick, if I don't have
No.
doctors, if I can afford doctors, I having still to engage in this activity because I'm gonna
No, but
put
you are,
my
but you are,
life
yeah, but hold
under
on, you are already as no, you are running on a hypothetical, right? And you're not even willing to try it in the first place. You're just trying to hide behind your excuses. That's the problem. You haven't even tried, my
that was
guy.
the reason I was trying to speak of the empirical nature. Can I
Yeah,
speak
and
about
we showed
empirical?
you ample. We showed you
What?
ample of evidence. Listen, we have showed you ample of evidence, or whoever it was. We have shown evidence that you can be healthy while being a vegan, right?
Okay, so I'll try to get away from hypothesis, from theories. I'm gonna
I think
engage
you're
in
just a waste of time.
empirical. Okay. Oh, let me
Okay.
engage. This is
Do you have
this
any
is
evidence? Hold on. Do you have any evidence? Do you have any evidence for your
empirical
claim?
evidence.
Yeah,
Empirical
empirical
evidence.
evidence. Yeah.
Is the practice of a nature.
Look,
So-
guys, like we can like deal with like feelings and shit. Like you can say that based on your experience, the world.
I'm talking about
Sant,
feelings. I'm talking
based on
about
your
pragmatism.
Sant,
Pragmatism is a feeling.
Sant, you can say that based on your experience, the Earth is flat. That doesn't make it true. That's why when you make an empirical claim, you should back it up with empirical evidence. So the rest of the
Same.
conversation is just like is just beside the point at this point.
But
Yeah.
saying the Earth is flat based on your empirical experience.
No,
doesn't
but when
change
you
the
make the claim that a plant-based protein lacks essential amino acids, you should back it up with evidence.
fact. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Well, the other guy said it, and then you intervened while I was talking to them. So why?
Because you were saying that
That it doesn't. I was
empirical
saying, when you intervened, I was saying that all plants have all the
You asked me a
essential amino
question.
acids. That's it. I was saying tofu has all the essential amino acids. And it's
I said
incredibly
I never
comparable
seen
to beef.
tofu my whole life.
I don't
never
care.
seen
This is an
tofu my whole
empirical
life.
claim. If you don't have empirical evidence to
Empirical claim. My empirical evidence is that I never seen tofu in my whole life. It's
that's
empirical.
not an empirical
It's-
evidence. That's not. Wait, you think there is no
Pork is-
tofu in Brazil? If I find tofu in Brazil, are you
No,
going to change your
I'm not
mind?
saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
Then you're going on Felix, then we don't
but
care.
sure,
You're going on fucking feelings.
90%.
You're going, this is a black swan fallacy. You're saying, I've never seen a black swan, therefore black swans don't exist.
No,
Who
no.
fucking cares?
Tofu is so rare. It's so uncommon here. I guarantee you that.
Wait, if I prove to you
99%
that
of the
tofu is not
population
rare in
have
Brazil, are
seen
you
it.
going to change your mind?
How can you do that? I'm Brazilian. I know it.
What?
Why is that even important?
It's like-
you don't have to eat tofu.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Why
eat
is that
other
even
stuff.
important?
No,
Plant stuff.
she's talking about tofu.
Isn't
They.
isn't half
Yeah.
the fucking rainforest cut down to grow soy in your country? I mean,
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
funny exactly that the Amazon's being destroyed because of like the meat you love, right? But also it's interesting that she just showed like
They.
Mr. Olympia.
Dingus, they,
Sorry,
please.
they just showed Mr. Olympia, who won the competition in Brazil, right? Like
But
Mr. Olympia
the guy,
Brazil was a vegan dude.
the guy
That was
showed
probably
you
eating a ton of
uses,
tofu.
testosterone.
What?
He used testosterone. He's not
Yeah,
natural.
everybody on
He's
Mr.
not
Olympia
natural.
uses
Yeah,
testosterone,
yeah.
and yet he was using testosterone and eating a plant-based diet, and he won.
Yeah, testosterone doesn't
He-
give you
he-
magical
he's
muscles,
gonna
right?
get
You
a-
still need to get protein.
Yeah.
You still need to eat. You still need to exercise. It doesn't give you magical muscles.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
agree.
the
Yeah, that's
bodybuilders do, including the carnivores
But-
ones
but-
that eat animals, right? So if it was the case that they just eat animals, they get muscles, nobody would be taking testosterone, right?
Yeah. You have to
Okay,
take
but-
them at this point.
You can agree that
Yeah.
he only won.
Also, by the way,
because he
I
used
know a Brazilian. He's actually on the server that's vegan, and he tells me like literally everything in Brazil is technically expensive. Literally everything.
Asking
But the
him-
plant,
asking
but the
him
plant-based
if he's from
products,
favela,
but
if
the
he's from
plant-based
slums.
products,
hold on for a second,
asking
Sant.
him, if
But the
it's going
plant-based
his lungs.
Sant, just gotta stop over
Balance.
talking for a second. I'm just trying to say one thing, and then you can talk, right? Like, there's a Brazilian on this server. I asked him like how he's vegan, and like, in comparison to in cost, the plant-based products are going to be much cheaper than meat. So like the rice and beans and stuff in Brazil, like it's much cheaper than meat.
But the issue is not only food.
And he lives in a poor
The
neighborhood
issue
too.
is
He lives in like a very poor neighborhood.
the issue is much more than that, man.
What are you
There is
talking about?
supplementation. There is doctor. There is healthcare. A lot of things.
These are
involved in
separate.
this.
These are completely separate issues. We're talking about just getting you like
Yeah.
accommodating your nutritional requirements from diet. Doctor and all this other stuff is completely others, like completely.
Yeah, if
other
there is no
topics, right?
healthcare for you, there is no healthcare for the omnivores either. So if no
Yeah,
healthcare
exactly.
for vegans, no healthcare for omnivores. So that's like like an issue for everybody. So why would being vegan change anything actually?
And I
It's
tagged you in the
compare
chat
developed nature.
with B12 in Brazil. It will last you 5 months, 18
Dollars.
no, it's the fuck, what's the name of the Brazilian currency?
Hell,
Help
Starts-
me,
yeah.
Sant.
hell.
Yeah, real. So it's 18.99 reals. It will last you 5 months.
And you cover.
It's the only supplement that you need.
Did you say?
Yeah, and you don't need to go
repeat
to the
how-
doctor to get vitamins,
Can you
multivitamins.
repeat repeat everything you said? I didn't forget it.
So it's a B12 supplement. It will last you 5 months. You take 3 times a week. Lasts you 5 months, and it costs 18.99 reals.
So you are saying that the only supplementation, the only thing I have outside of food is B12. Only
Yes.
Yeah.
I can rely
Depends on your
can rely
yeah
on
depends on
nature.
your yeah depends on your location, right? So if you can't get vitamin D because let's say in the winters there's like no sun, yeah, maybe you could also take vitamin D, maybe. But this is
Yeah,
not a
but
vegan issue. Yeah, vitamin
Brazil-
D is a
In Brazil,
Yeah.
it's not an issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you just need like B12. And let me remind you, right? Even here in Germany, and I think the how do you say, the cost of living in Germany is obviously, I think, higher than in Brazil. I got a bottle of B12, 450 pills with 1,000 micrograms for 12 euros. And this bottle, if I take a B12 pill twice per week with 1,000 micrograms, like 2,000 micrograms in total per week, 2,000, it will last me probably 3 years. 3 fucking years. So I pay for this bottle maybe 4 euros per year. 4 euros. That's nothing, dude. And even if I pay, let's say, 10 euros per year, that's still nothing. That's less than 1 euro a month. And I just have to take it twice per week. My guy. It's a little pill. Right? I can literally send you the invoice. I just paid, I think, 12 euros.
Would you be happy if everybody on the planet changed to
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
So-
I would be happy.
What
I mean,
what would be
But it's-
the plan to reach?
yeah, I think VPM can answer this more excellently, I think, because they know a bit more about the environmental impact, but it's not just about how it can benefit us, because veganism, and I don't think we have touched upon this stuff, right? Veganism, right, is about one thing, but it has some benefits as well, like some other benefits. But the main core of veganism is that vegans try to eliminate animal exploitation, right? Animal exploitation.
Okay. So I would
And
like
hold on,
to
wait,
cut this
one
topic
second,
for-
one second.
It's
So
frustrating.
if vegans are against animal exploitation, right, it's obviously first for the animals. However, if we eliminate or vastly reduce animal exploitation, it will also benefit us, the environment, the health, and everyone else, I believe, and the animals, of course, right?
So,
That's
okay,
the
okay.
thing.
So I'd like to take some few points about this utopic view, right? Of everybody becoming a vegan. Let's say overnight, everybody decides to do that.
No, before
So
we go
animal-
there, do you actually hold on? Do you actually agree with this point
Oh, man,
that
let me make a point, man.
wait? Before you go there, I just want to ask you: do you actually agree with this kind of thinking that we should not exploit animals if it's not necessary?
Of course, if it's not necessary, why do take advantage of it?
No, answer the question.
okay,
It's a
that sounds pretty-
hypothetical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me make a statement. So
Not gonna
everybody
answer the
becomes a vegan,
question?
right?
Are you not gonna answer the question?
Did you make me? I didn't get your question.
Yeah. So Val
No,
was
I think they
asking,
answered.
if I can repeat, Val. Val was asking, if it's unnecessary to exploit and kill animals, do we have the moral obligation to do so?
If it is unnecessary,
If it's unnecessary, do we have the obligation to do
if
so?
it is necessary or unnecessary,
I can't hear you. Can you repeat?
I didn't get it.
Yeah, so I think he answered those. So he
guys-
said if it's unnecessary, you would agree that we shouldn't exploit them, right?
Of course not. If it is
Yeah, exactly.
unnecessary, why exploit
Okay.
someone,
Okay.
something, some being?
Okay.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just make
Okay.
your statement, make your statement.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's say everybody becomes a vegan overnight, right? So what happened would be, let's say, animals that we take advantage of, that we exploit. Cows. The first most exploitable. Cows, chickens, fish. No, fish is a
Every animal basically under the sun. They're just
Let him finish, Val.
Yeah, go ahead,
animals
sorry.
that exist. Animals that exist because of human. Right.
Yeah.
Cows, chickens, horses. Those animals would be the first to basically be exterminated, right? You guys can
Why?
rationalize this, right? Because there is no use for them.
Well, that's a thinking of people who use animals, right? If the world went vegan, that
That's
would
right.
be no. Wait, if the world went vegan, we would realize that we shouldn't exploit and slaughter animals. We should take care of them. So we
the
wouldn't
reason these
destroy animals willy-nilly because there is no use for them, but because we would recognize that using them is immoral. They are individuals. They are their own beings. So we wouldn't say, well, there's no use for them, then let's destroy them. That makes no sense.
It wouldn't be like that. But it wouldn't be like that. It would be like, we don't need them. So
No,
why
then
bother?
it wouldn't be a vegan world, because a vegan world implies that people understand that viewing animals just for something that can be exploited is wrong. So if the world went vegan tomorrow, we would all realize that. So your question makes no sense. It contradicts itself.
What would be the use for cows?
There shouldn't be any use. Vegans realize that animals are for themselves and not for us. It's immoral to exploit them, and it's immoral to look at them as if they are objects to be exploited. Animals are individuals for themselves. They are not here for us to be exploited.
But what would be the incentives to reproduce these animals?
We shouldn't reproduce. Vegans say we should stop reproducing them. We should stop breeding
they
them
will get-
into existence en masse, trillions per year.
I get it. So they would get exterminated, right?
They wouldn't get
Extinct.
exterminated, that they would go extinct at some point. That's not the same
Yeah,
as that's
exactly.
Sant, it's not the same as being exterminated, because we would take care of the individuals and then the species wouldn't exist. The individuals wouldn't suffer, but the species would stop existing, and I don't see a problem with that.
I get your point. So I don't mean exterminating them by will.
Then
I
use
mean
correct
nature
language.
by
You're
itself.
using biased language to make us look weird. Please stop doing that.
I didn't try to do it.
Oh, okay, that was a mistake then, that's fine.
So what I mean is like horses, right? We don't kill horses, but we exploit them.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
like America, the discovery of the West.
Mm-hmm.
Horses were used in mass, discovering all the places as a main source of mobility, right? So you guys are against that as well, right?
Of course. It's
Exploitation
exploitation.
of horses.
Sure.
Okay, so horses would go extinct as well, right?
Maybe
Should
some of
exist
them
in
would.
the wild.
Yeah, maybe some of them would be like become feral and
not
would
the
still
wild
exist.
ones.
Yeah. So, yeah. What would be the problem with horses going extinct?
Wouldn't you guys be bothered by like there is no horses, there is no cows?
I don't know why. I mean, if you give me a
you
good
guys- you
reason,
guys-
If you give me a good reason, I would start being bothered by it. But so far, I haven't heard a good reason why it's problematic to take a domesticated animal who was bred for a specific purpose and like just extinct the species, take care of the individuals until they die peacefully, but extinct the species. What would be the problem with that? It's of course also not necessarily needed, right? We could still have
I
those
think
breeds.
it's more of a sentimental concern. I think this
Yeah.
is like more of a sentimental concern and not like an ethical concern, right? Because so far you haven't given us any reason why it would be in their interest or why we should create more of these of these little slaves. Right? I mean, I
Because,
understand
like,
where you're coming.
you guys
I
like
mean,
animals,
don't
right?
get me wrong. Hold on, don't get me wrong. I know where you're coming from, right? And maybe I also have like these kind of sentiments, right? Maybe it would be a little bit sad to see like no horses anymore, or even like cows, because we are used to them. But I don't think we should still create more of them
Dogs,
because there's
cats,
yeah, exactly. Because there is more to this than
right?
exactly. So there is more to this than just my feelings, right? It's about justice
so-
and it's about fairness.
Because it's kind of a duality, right? I like animals, but in my ethics, my morals, I'm willing to like let themselves be extinct, right?
Yeah, listen, I think even your
Because
liking,
they
hold
like-
on, I think your liking or this kind of liking can actually stand in the way of seeing clearly, right? Because this is about justice. Like veganism is not a cult of love. Veganism is a cult of justice, right? We are a social justice movement. We don't care necessarily about love or liking or finding it cute. None of that, because all these things, they can bias our perception. It's about being just. Right? And it's not just to create more slaves for our purpose, right? It makes no sense. It's about justice.
So in this motorway, it is just to like letting all the animals go extinct because
all domesticated, all domesticated animals. Yes, all domesticated animals. They should go
Ants.
extinct peacefully. No, these are not domesticated, my guy. Ants are not domesticated, as far as I know, are they?
No.
Oh, I said cats.
Cats, yeah, cats are, yeah, of course, yeah, they are, yeah. And I think I'm not an advocate for creating more cats.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes it even more difficult to be. Why would you risk them being on a plant-based diet when they're full carnivores? I mean, there can be so many complications. Maybe why would I take the risk?
I
Just
don't know
stop
there,
creating
Val.
them. It's horrible.
There's quite some evidence that a well-formulated vegan diet plant-based
Yeah.
diet be good for cats. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But still, like the point being is like, yeah, we should definitely not create more carnivores. I mean, yeah, even if they can be, I know they can be healthy. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So let
Yeah,
me
but of
ask you,
course, no,
Sant. Hold on, Val. Let me ask you, Sant. So if we take care of the individuals that we already bred into existence and just keep them separated from each other, like the males from females, right? And just let them peacefully die, take care of them, right? What would be wrong with that? With the extinction of the cows, for instance, dairy cows, they can barely walk, or the chickens, they can, when they, after 4 to 6 weeks of life, they are like so big they can barely walk as well. What would be wrong with those species not existing anymore?
Well, like dogs. Dogs are animals that are genetically made to like to be exploited, right? They are happy to be exploited.
What?
Would you be?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Dogs.
But that doesn't matter, dude.
Dogs-
That doesn't. Hold on. That
dogs are-
doesn't matter whether they like it. Hold on. This doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Let me make my point. You will get it.
Okay.
So like dogs, they are the first animal I can think of, like the faithful being is every time that it is at your side. If you're sad, if you are needing emotional, like okay, dogs are exploited all the time. Police work, they sniff drugs, they are exploited. They like being exploited. Everything for them is fun, are games. They are sniffing for drugs, right? They are being used.
No,
But
sorry. How
like
does
it,
that mean
they-
exploitation? That just means they like the attention. How does that mean
Yeah.
exploitation? Exploitation is a very...
It is
Sorry, can you
exploit-
define exploitation really quick for us? Because sometimes we know that some people have like a problem with the word itself. They don't know what it means. Can you please define it?
Exploitation would be like I'm trying to get to the moral values here, right?
Sorry?
Exploitation. I'm trying to get into your moral values.
Yeah,
Right,
please define exploitation.
exploitation. Getting benefits over another being.
Not really. So it's close. It's very, very close. So props for that. It's using somebody for your benefit without taking into
Their
account their best interest, right? So
Yeah, and
if you
fairly.
don't take into account the best interest of your dog, I'm sorry, you are an exploitative piece of shit. But if you take care of them for their benefit, then that's not exploitation definitionally, right? If the dog is part of your family in every way possible, that's not exploitation. And that's what dogs love. When dogs are exploited, they don't love it, right? They get hurt. Their care falls out, right? Because then money is more important than the dog, so they don't take them to the vet, they abandon them. So that's why we have like millions, if not billions of dogs in shelters, because some pieces of shit buy dogs, and when those dogs don't like adhere to every aspect of their life, they just like abandon them. So yeah, it really depends on your mindset. Dogs can be exploited, but not every dog in every family is exploited.
So like a police dog,
Yeah, that's exploitation,
say
and
that
we're against it, yeah.
even if he's liking it.
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
If he-
First of all, it doesn't matter if a slave, for instance, likes being a slave. They like picking cotton, right? That doesn't matter. It's still exploitation. It's not about liking. It's about justice.
A dog is a defining slave by nature. It is. selected.
I
It was
don't
bred-
think so, and
it
I
was
don't
bred
understand
for
what
that.
you mean by nature here. They're
I
not
mean,
natural.
Let me
Yeah,
get
you have to
let me get the
understand, you have to understand that these dogs, or like even human slaves, they have been conditioned, right? By way of rewarding them, you know, you
domesticated
have to.
animals are slaves.
Yeah, no, you have to you literally have to teach these dogs or these animals to do certain things. You have to reward them, right? You have to reward them to like
You
certain
guys
things. No,
gotta make a point.
these hold on, no, again, these dogs, they won't do it voluntarily. You have to give them reinforcements. You have to train them and condition them to do these tasks.
But
Right?
animals
This is
can't
why they're doing
volunteer.
it.
Animals can't do that. They are not rational. They
Of course
respond
they
to
are.
a stimulus.
No,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah, but there is. Hold on.
rational,
There is a
in
no.
a way.
They don't just simply react to stimuli. No, they also have their unique learning history, right? It's not that they just respond, my guy. Like between a stimulus and a response, there is someone in the middle. Hold on, no,
get
you
your
can't just
point.
you can't just make, no, you don't get my point because you're making a stupid claim and then you're backpedaling. I'm getting very frustrated because whenever we make a point and we address your point,
that a
no,
dog is
please,
not a slave.
no, please, no, listen, you can't just make a point
To me,
and then I'm rebutting your
not a
point.
slave.
You have to
Compare a
stop,
dog
please.
to a wolf and state
Hold
to
on.
me that a dog is not a slave.
Okay, please. You
to me,
can't just
a
make a
wolf
no
to a
sand. You can't just make a point, then I refute your point, and then you're backpedaling. Sand, please let me finish. Let me
That
finish.
You are getting emotional.
Yeah, that is irrelevant. If
This is
I'm
not
emotional, not you. That doesn't matter if I'm getting emotional. You have to look at my arguments, right?
course it
I'm
matters.
literally. No, it does. Okay, listen. If I'm getting loud and I'm saying you shouldn't discriminate females, let's say, right? Is my argument wrong?
No, but
There
my
you
point
go.
Yeah, so what is your point?
Prove
What
to
is your
me-
point
prove to
then?
me
Listen,
a dog is not
listen.
a slave. A dog
It
was not
is.
right to be a slave. A dog was
It is a slave. It is a slave. Of course it is a slave.
to me.
Prove
So
to
you
you.
agree that a dog should be extincted. Every dog.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Now I get it.
We should
Every
take care
single
of the
animal, every
individuals and then we should stop exploiting them and stop breeding them into existence. The problem with dogs is
you
because
agree?
we breed them into existence. That's why there is an overpopulation of dogs and cats.
But let me be very clear. Let me be very clear, right? So even if you disagree with these kind of things about like let's say what we should do to these animals, because there are multiple views, right? And I want you to acknowledge or appreciate one thing. You can be a vegan, right? You can stop eating, because I think, and I'm getting very frustrated, and you are right, I'm getting emotional, and I acknowledge this, right? Because being a vegan,
You can
Okay.
acknowledge.
yeah,
That's good.
being a vegan, no, hold on. Being a vegan doesn't commit you necessarily to be to have this pro-extinction view, right? You are just derailing the conversation, really, to try to invoke a reductio of our position. If you don't like this position of no, please let me please finish. Let me please Sand, please let me finish. And please also listen. Don't just like ADHD respond. Please digest it. So. If you are a vegan, right, and you think that a majority of exploitation is wrong, you are not necessarily committed to the view, I don't know, for some reason, that we should make them go extinct. Maybe there are some other
You are a
plausible.
hypocrite.
No, please let me finish.
If you don't
You
agree
can.
with exploitation,
No.
you should be willing to terminate them, or let me.
Yeah, but again, you do. Yeah,
let
you
them
can
go
maybe
extinct.
you can maybe also hold some other views. Maybe you let them in the wild if you find it okay. My point is this, right?
Okay.
You can stop almost all exploitation that lands on your table on a daily basis. I think we're getting lost in the weeds here by just focusing on these pets when we should focus first on the animals you put on your plate. And so far, you have been unwilling to engage in this, right? Because you are lacking
but
responsibility. That is
you
the
got it,
main
right?
issue.
The point.
Sand. No. I'm telling you this, right? Because you can be against animal exploitation in most instances, right? And then we can move on to the pets. But so far, I haven't heard any kind of commitment of you to take responsibility for your actions. right? Instead, you just go to pets.
Okay. But did you kind of get the image?
No, I did not, because there is like no inherent commitment that tells you that you have to be pro-extinction when it comes down to these pets, I guess. Maybe you can make another argument. I don't give a fuck. If you can at least in principle agree to the most fundamental ideas of veganism, right? Then we can move on.
I can understand the moral values, but there are some kind of things that go against it, right?
Yeah, and if you don't want this extinction to happen for whatever reason, okay, fair enough, but greatest injustices, and that is these animal industries and these slaughterhouses that kills trillions of animals each year.
The cat, the dog that's being exploited.
We can go there, but can you first address this question? Because at least I want to have like a stepwise commitment from you, right? If we just go to the pets, this whole conversation. No, please send. No, please send. Let's go stepwise. Stepwise. Because I want to see whether we can actually progress, right? Because you can take actually a lot of responsibility by even making some dietary shifts, right? And by reducing
I value people that they committed to the causes. All right, I value that. So
okay, I think I'm done.
I'm not gonna discriminate you.
No one. Why would the fuck would you discriminate us? We're fucking angels. We're trying to save the most number of animals on Earth. Why would you discriminate us? Like saying I'm not gonna discriminate you means you think there is an actual fucking reason to discriminate against us. We're angels. We're angels on Earth. We take the moral position and then we act accordingly to it. I'm sick of you, Sant. Any last words and then please leave.
Okay. My point is, if you guys are committed to a cause, go to the end of it. Don't deviate from the course, all right? Bye.
Whatever the fuck that meant.
I genuinely wish that had been translated. That could have been profound. I genuinely don't know, but
yeah.
That was wild. Thank you.
What the fuck was that? What did they even say? What was that about cows?
If you really care about the cows, go to the end of it.
And do what?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. That's what I thought I heard. Sant, what the fuck does that mean, go to the end of the cow?
Actually, they left us with a quest. We must now go to the end.
I think he means.
Eat shit?
I think he means that, what?
We need to open the quest. We need to open the quest finder now and mark the spot on the map to go there.
Axel, you were cutting out, so repeat your...
Oh, I was saying whoever Sant is, I think they were telling us that we need to make sure that we follow through and accomplish our goal to save all the animals.
I think they were either telling us to eat shit or fuck a cow, one of those things.
No, I think they simply did not like the implication of extinction. That's the main thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to change my mind. Veganism doesn't end on this, right? We can have cows if we find the reason to, right? We can have these cows as long as we're not exploiting, breeding, slaughtering them. You can just put a boy with a girl and they will reproduce. I just don't see the reason to not extinct those human-made, genetically modified, selectively bred cows.
Yeah.
You could make the hypothetical, but I don't think it would work on him because it didn't seem very honest in his discussion.
Yeah.
But you could make the hypothetical with some humans that were genetically modified, and we lived in a society where those humans were our slaves for, I don't know, for milk or whatever. But then we just decided to, well, this is wrong. Should we keep breeding those humans that were genetically modified and have a lot of health problems and whatever, just because it would somehow be wrong to extinct these genetically modified humans by us that suffer? Makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, ex-human? He's ex-human puncher. Oh, ex-human puncher. I get it. All right. Never mind. Was gonna outreach.
I don't like the implication of animals going extinct. Therefore, let's breed them again and again into slaughterhouses so that they can actually die again and again for eternity. Yeah, that sounds much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the solution to all this. Just send them into hell again and again and again. Yeah, like living torture. Nice.
Yeah, Felix told me yesterday something that really resonates. We've just been told from a very young age that a distinction is wrong, distinction is bad, distincting species, like we should prevent it. And that's, I think, why people have this like incredibly visceral reaction to us saying, well, those animals should probably go extinct while we take care of individuals in that species. But so far I haven't heard any actual rational reason for them to not go extinct. So I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if I should change my position on this.
Yeah, I don't think either, right? That extinction, I mean, we can say that dying or even death can be a harm, right? But like extinction per se, I fail to see how that is like, I don't know.
I don't think we should force extinction. I don't think we should force extinction, but we should stop breeding them.
Yeah, well, if you like, this is an unlikely scenario anyways. If we globally all went vegan all at once, right, those would be like a huge amount of individuals to take care of now. If we put them together, boys and girls together, they would reproduce more and more and more, and we'll have to like take care of more of these animals that generally are bred not to be able to take care of themselves, right? Basically, in case of dairy cows, in case of other animals as well, in case of sheep that are grown to, that were selected for growing as much wool as possible. At this point, they kind of need like human attention at least once in a while, right? But this is an unlikely scenario anyways.
If we can sterilize them.
Yeah, if we... well, the sterilization would lead to extinction, though. So I think it's an honest position in the case that we all go vegan at once. But that's an unlikely scenario. It's going to happen gradually, and gradually less and less animals are going to be bred, blah, blah, blah. I'm mostly talking to my chat at this point because you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just trying to dodge the food aspect and all that, because he was being proven wrong, right, on everything he said. Like, oh, supplements is expensive. There we go, cheap supplement. Oh, protein though. There you go.
Yeah.
There's enough protein.
Yeah,
Mr. Olympia. There we go, Mr. Olympia.
No, that was the other guy. That was the other guy.
Yeah, which is also why I usually resist going to the empirics. I mean, if they really ask for it, I will do that. But in general, I don't know, like, I also want to set always the goalpost, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what would it change them to change their mind? But if we go to this rabbit hole, I mean, I think it should be plausible that, yeah, you can be healthy as a vegan. And if they agree hypothetically, then maybe we can touch upon it.
Yeah.
But really don't focus too much on like these tangents like bodybuilding and whatever the shit. I mean,
I think
about
it's
the
kind of
animals.
important, Val. I'm going to disagree with you. I think it's important. I think people surround their cognition about exploiting and slaughtering animals with a bunch of small cognitions that make them feel that they have to, right? And once you dismantle those small cognitions, the cognition of eating meat or slaughtering animals for this product, it just remains kind of alone and therefore becomes illogical. So I do find it
hold
important.
On. I'm not sure if they really disentangle between want and need, because they are aware of vegetarians, right? They don't eat meat.
I don't think they
like they're big.
Are like aware. I think they know people exist, but then they go biased if they see like a vegetarian or vegan who's I don't know, they think is sick because they're skinny or they have white complexion or whatever, right? They put that as a bias into their cognition. So adding, I don't want to look like that person. Like, why would you? If you go vegan, you will still look like yourself. It's kind of weird, I think. I think it's more complex. That's why I do like, generally speaking, debunking on the empirical level, because it leaves the conversation very clear about whether we need to exploit and slaughter animals for it. But, different approaches. Yeah.
People know that vegetarians and vegans exist, but they have the misconception that they're unhealthy and they will eventually go back to eating meat because they have these misconceptions, right? So
and that's why I like debunking those misconceptions. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
What's up, Fadi?
I've already spoken to them as well.
Okay.
I think I have spoken to. Let me see his profile again.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, according to him, plants and animals are the same.
Oh, awesome. So, burning building, what was your answer? Yeah, Fadi, burning building. There is an animal in a ficus, like some kind of a plant. What was your answer? You can only save one. Which would you save?
I will toss a coin and save whoever.
Oh, flip a coin. Okay, I got you.
Oh, God. No, God.
Okay.
A bonsai tree or a cat? Which one?
Yeah, this is...
Idiot.
Ouch.
Yeah, let's address the empirics. Let's address the empirics then, right? This person really believes this, right? So let's prove that to them. That's ridiculous. These people are just making excuses.
Silliness.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that they can just justify their meat consumption. Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, and VPM, I have to appreciate your position even more now that you are an anti-theist. I somehow believe, well, okay, people can do whatever they want, but I see it like more and more now that, I don't know, it's not a force for good overall.
I think VPM's AFK at the minute.
Theism brings more problems than solves.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I mean, I have nothing against them doing whatever, but like if they do it in the name of causing violence to animals or to humans, yeah, and that's horrible.
I think there's also the issue that theism basically turns people's brains off sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't need to reason why things are this way or another way, or how they should be. I just read this book because God tell me, and I just shut my brain off, and no need to think about anything. It's just, I think
it's objective truth. Yeah.
I think that's the problem. Them saying that it's an objective truth, and then it's an objective truth, and then what have you got vegans? Everything's just arbitrary with you. You're just making stuff up. We have objective truth here in the God world, and it's like that's kind of not true.
Yeah. Tossing a coin between saving a plant and saving an animal.
Yeah.
Wow. Let that sink in for a moment.
Yeah.
And also, And also, religions are inherently dogmatic, right? And dogmas are
Yeah.
problematic for multiple ways, for multiple reasons.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. At least like the theist really, I mean, I can't speak for every other, like Buddhism, I don't know, like that seems a bit more flexible. Yeah, but like theism in general, like these theistic or like these monotheistic religions at the very least. Yeah. Like the less empirical it is and the less like the more rigid it becomes, yeah, I don't think it's good.
Fadi, why are you back if you don't care about this conversation? If you think there is no moral question about whether or not we should exploit and kill animals, why are you here? What am I? Yeah, go on.
The coin flipper.
It's kind of funny. And I'm sometimes like bored and stuff.
Okay.
That's why.
Oh, okay. I thought you might think that you might change your mind if presented with enough evidence. But that's not the case. You just find us entertaining.
Sorry. Here you go.
So you wouldn't change your mind if we provided evidence that animals and plants are not the same? Fadi.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm asking, would you change your mind on your position if we provided convincing to you evidence that animals and plants are not the same? Would you change your mind?
I don't think so. I already talked with them.
You don't think so? You don't think you would change your mind if presented with empirical evidence?
Nope.
Yeah, you're a zealot then. Do you know what zealotry is?
Nope.
Yeah, zealotry
It's synonymous,
Yeah, go on.
synonymous with stupid.
Well, not exactly. It's synonymous with
Yeah.
being so convicted that even reality can't break your mind.
I've already listened to the evidence.
No, but yeah. But I asked you a specific claim, right? Asked you a specific thing. If it's an evidence that is convincing to you, would you change your mind?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
But
awesome.
I didn't find any evidence convincing to me.
What evidence would you find convincing that plants and animals are not the same thing, or shouldn't be acted upon the same?
I don't know. You tell me.
If God came and told you, right? That's
what?
So if Allah, I suppose, would come and tell you, listen, you idiot, plants and animals are different things, would you change your mind?
You doofus.
Yeah.
doofus.
Allah.
I think that's how Allah talks. I think that's how Allah should talk.
Hey, you doofus.
You fucking moron. Wake
Yeah,
up your...
funny, you dumbass. Do you think plants feel the same as animals? Did you fall on your head?
Maybe I fall on my head. Maybe.
What have I done? I should be ashamed of my creation. Wake up, you moron.
Are you
Actually-
vegetable?
Actually, Allah encourages us to eat meat. So don't
There we
bring
go.
Allah into the conversation.
There we go.
So you wouldn't even listen to Allah? Funny.
I listen to Allah and He encourages us to eat meat.
Yeah.
No. If he came now and said, no, dumbass, what I meant is that back then you could eat meat, but right now you have options and you shouldn't kill my fucking creation. I created those animals and you just like slaughtering them for unnecessary products. You should stop that. You wouldn't
It's
change
not
your mind.
necessary.
No, wait.
Yeah.
If Allah came down and said that, would you change your mind or not?
Yeah, if Allah comes down and said that, I will do what He says.
What about if Allah doesn't come, but like it's like just like a total fact that He created these animals not for your consumption? Would you change your mind? If we like, in other words, if we showed you in your actual Quran that's not what it says, would you change your mind?
If you showed me in my Quran, Allah doesn't encourage the killing of animals, that's what He's saying.
Yeah, if I showed you that A, you don't have to, and B, like it would be better if you don't exploit and slaughter animals in Quran, would you change your mind?
Okay, show me, let's
No,
see.
I'm asking, before I'm wasting my time, I'm asking, would you change your mind?
Yes, okay, I'll change my mind. Show me.
Ah, really? I don't know if I believe you, but let's try. What does this verse say? I'm sharing my screen, by the way, you can just look at it.
It says nothing, bro. It says like God created animals.
Okay, let's move on next. Yeah, I know. I'm just testing you. Next. This is Hadith. Hadith,
I
do
don't
you
believe in
follow Hadith?
I
You
only-
don't believe in
I
Hadith.
only believe in Quran.
Okay, let's go just for Sahih. Yeah?
What is Sahih?
You don't know what Sahih is? Hadith Sahih.
It's like I told you. I
It's
don't
for,
believe in
it's for, yeah, it's for, I think Sunni.
Yeah,
Which
I
one
don't
are you,
believe in
Sunni or
Hadith.
Shia?
I'm neither. I just believe in Quran. That's it.
Oh, you're just idiosyncratic moron. I don't even believe you that you believe in the religion then, because it's
Please-
one or the
please be
other.
respectful.
Like there are
Just
two
believe in
sects
Quran,
of
that's
Islam. I don't even believe you now. Fuck off.
Why
Fuck.
do you always come here like this is all a fucking joke to you?
I just like to listen. What's wrong with that?
Okay, then maybe we can just mute them.
I want to improve my English, and that's it.
Oh, gotcha.
But you act like this is just a big fucking joke.
I didn't say joke. It's interesting. And
You did literally say joke.
But
You
you
said it's
always-
funny.
I said it's funny. Yeah, funny and interesting.
Yeah,
What's wrong
yeah.
with it?
That's what
It's not a joke.
a joke is. That's what its function is, right?
Yeah. I also like when some countries like kill other countries. I find it also very funny. You know, it's very funny. Yeah.
Because
my God said so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because-
kind of like how Russia invaded Ukraine, you know, and killed
Yeah.
a bunch of people. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I also like how like the Palestinians and the Israels like killing each other, right? Like it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very funny. Yeah. Because my God
rebels
said
take-
it's because my God
How
said it's
rebels
okay to
take
kill like
children to do blood
Yeah.
diamonds. That's so funny. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, because because my God said you can kill like one group of people. Yeah, my Allah said it's okay. Tofunia said it's okay to kill some humans.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, hallelujah. Tofunia said it's okay.
Fadi,
it's
how
okay.
about how about for you to learn English? How about we move you to a different channel, just so that you could find something
I'm
funny
gonna
there.
disconnect them and they won't come back. I'm gonna disconnect them and they won't come back.
Okay.
So they'll figure
Let's
it
do
out.
that.
Yeah.
What's up, Simba?
Magic trick.
Magic trick. What's up, Simba?
Simba's also a repeat offender. Ocean saying, are you there? I think Simba's a repeat offender also,
No.
if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know why people do this. Stardust is definitely a repeat offender. I don't know why people come back. I wish it was because they want to find out our position and want to see if there is merit to it. But it usually doesn't pan out this way, does it?
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
A lot of people are not intellectually honest enough.
Agree. What's up, Ocean Sang? Are you a repeat offender? Simba, if you're not gonna talk, can you mute yourself? You are hot micing in a very annoying way to me. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. What's up, Ocean Sang? Ocean Sang. That's actually kind of a beautiful name.
Okay, and Sang.
Guys, we're winning. Only us and trolls left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to bring some of my audience in here. Guys, I'm talking to people in the audience. There are 56 of you, about 20 vegans, and the rest are not. For real, if you want to have a conversation, ask me for it. Just tag me in the
Is
chat.
there an event available? We can
And-
just start an event too.
And I will give you the link and you can join. It takes about 10 minutes to be verified and stuff. And then you can have a conversation with us. You know, I think it's important because sometimes people think that the vegan position is unreasonable. But then when they spend a couple of minutes talking to us, they realize that it's not true. That we are at least reasonable, right? You'll just suck. Well, that's a position from not knowing, in my opinion. What's up? You just you're losing an argument you brought. I don't think so. We usually win arguments here unless people are incredibly dishonest. That's what usually happens. That's not winning an argument, being dishonest. That's just being dishonest. So I think you are factually incorrect. So anyway, guys, if you want to join the conversation, please do. We try to be gentle. We try to be as charitable as possible. There you go.
Also very cheap. You can experiment with the amount of oats you put in there. You can sweeten it with whatever you want. Obviously, apart from honey. Yeah. And it's very cheap. Like if you do like 1 liter of oat milk, of water, like let's say we want to do like 1 liter of oat milk. I don't know, like maybe 50 grams oats.
Yeah, there's going to be a
1,000.
lot of people coming in, so make sure we're talking about veganism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Flat Eric? Hello, Wintermelon.
If you have any inquiries about veganism, VPM would love to talk to you. They are a very pleasant person, unless you're idiotic. And then they're more pleasant.
It can be harsh sometimes. It happens. I do have low tolerance to idiocracy.
Cost, do you have any inquiries to veganism?
No.
Are you vegan?
No.
Can you speak up? Can you come closer to the mic or something, please?
I'm not vegan.
Awesome. I mean, not awesome, but thank you for coming closer to the mic. Why aren't you vegan?
Because I love meat.
Yeah. Do you think that justifies injustice, you loving something? Is it okay to exploit and slaughter animals for? Do you think it's a good justification?
My grandparents have a farm. This farm in this farm, a lot of cow, a lot of pig, a lot of.
Yeah, I'm answering. I would love an answer to my question, though. Do you think just because you love something, it's justified if it causes harm to others?
My grandparents don't eat meat because he don't love it. Say that, but I don't know.
No, that's not
eat
the.
meat.
Yeah, of course, that's not the reason that vegans don't eat animal products. We don't eat animal products not because we don't love them. We do. It's because we think it's unjustified, meaning unjust, to exploit and slaughter animals when we don't have to. What do you think about that?
Nothing.
Nothing? You don't have thoughts about what I just said?
No.
Okay. I don't know how to proceed something that don't have thoughts. I don't know, implies lack of sentience, perhaps? Or...
Are you sentient, bro? What the fuck?
No, I'm being evil, I'm sorry. Cause, would you like to maybe like think about it for a second? Anyways, right, you are thinking, feeling creature. Surely you could think about my position and have thoughts about it if you give it a try.
What I will eat?
Sorry? Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear that.
I think he said, "What I will eat?" Question mark.
Well, yeah, here's the thing about human beings, right? We have a couple of levels of sophistication. The first level, I guess you can call it the basal level, is I like cake. The second level is, well, that's fine that I like cake, but should I eat it? And I'm asking you to get to that second level, to have a conversation with us, because we have second level conversations here, right? Vegans love meat, is what I said. But vegans don't want to eat meat because they find it unjustifiable to exploit and slaughter animals for animal products. And because it's unnecessary, it becomes immoral. That's a second level. So I understand that you're saying, I love it, I like eating meat, but then make a judgment value on top of that, if you can.
Does it make sense, Cause? Cause?
Hello? That's good. I'm back. Look, I get my protein from meat.
Can I ask how old are you, Cos?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 15.
Okay. So 15 is an old enough age to develop a secondary, second level of conversation. Do you not think so? Did you understand what I said when I said we have like a second level of conversation to have? Did you understand what I explained? How it works? Yeah. So can you try making that judgment value and not just saying what you like, what you get? That's kind of basal, that's kind of basic. From like, and the sound is absolutely terrible. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute off. Utnu, or however you say your name. Here's the thing. If you don't know what your B12 status is, and 100% is not it, right? A B12 comes in a range, right? In P moles per deciliter, the lowest range I think is like around 250, and the highest range is around 900. So I'm asking you what your number is, right? What was your result of B12? And if you don't know, and most omnivores do not know, then it's like worth assuming that you are actually deficient, because I know my B12 status, and it's in the middle range, right? It's 556, something like that. So I know I'm not deficient. You calling me deficient is just ad hominem, and it's most likely that you are deficient because you don't even know what your status is. You haven't even tested it. That's how logic works. If you are here to like just at home, just insult us or whatever, why would I suffer you in my chat? So either present your B12 status, or I'm gonna, mute you for a little bit and call you a naughty boy, maybe. Oh, you literally did, you motherfucker. You really literally did it. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Oh shit, you've been gross anyways. I think I should ban you anyways, even if you didn't, even if I made a mistake. Well. Yeah, good luck with your deficiencies. You literally said it. You literally said good luck with your deficiencies, right? Then why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? Why should I suffer you in my not B12? Yeah, I'm not B12 deficient, and that's the only nutrient that doesn't exist to high degree in a plant-based dieting, and that's the only supplement that vegans should supplement with if they want to be healthy. So when you said good luck with your deficiencies, that's what I assumed, because vegans are not deficient in anything else. Oh, they don't have to be, right? So like every person, like an omnivorous person, can fall into deficiencies. But vegans specifically, B12 is the thing. But you don't even know what your B12 status is. So you're just talking out of your ass. You're just talking from a place on unfamiliarity. You just don't know what you're talking about. So it's time to admit it, Utne, and change your mind, right? I don't know, if you're like not willing to do that, why should I keep you in my chat? Minivore, what does that mean? It is a concern for omnivores. B12 is a big concern for omnivores because it's not just how much of an animal, of a nutrient you intake, it's how much of it you absorb. And there are things that inhibit absorption, like genetics or specific like colon inflammation properties, age. Age can inhibit B12 B12 absorption. But also, it could just be that you're getting your beef from some kind of a weirdo farmer who doesn't supplement his animals, and therefore they're going to be B12 deficient. The animals are going to be B12 deficient, and therefore you're going to be B12 deficient. So it's definitely a concern for an omnivore, and people should take it seriously. Anyways, I'm gonna, if I see you gibberating again, I'm just gonna mute you for a little bit. Don't be scared, it just happens. It's gonna be for about 30 minutes, and then you can come back. Maybe in that time you can do some research, is all I'm saying, right?
Suppose these animals, for some reasons, they cannot produce anything they want. Like, let's say they cannot grow any meat on so they can't grow any flesh on their body. They can't produce eggs or milk. And if you kill them, right? If they try to kill them and if they want to consume the flesh, they get sick or poisoned. The people, right?
Okay.
Would this kind of farmer, would this farmer decide to have these animals around? Would they want to create these animals?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, exactly. And now you might ask, like, what was the point of this hypothetical, right? And the point of the hypothetical was this. So farmers, or most people, they just care about the animals because they can get something from their body, basically, right? And if the intention of the farmer or some people is to create these animals so that we can get something out of them, then I think that kind of intention to create them is a form of exploitation.
Yeah.
Your intention to create these animals is a form of exploitation because you create them only because they benefit you.
Yeah.
They are seen as products.
Exactly. So they're basically seen like a product or like a machine, right? Like let's say like a water dispenser. You put some money into the dispenser and they give you some bottle of waters, right? And if there is something broken, sometimes you try to repair it. In the same way with these animals, right? If they get like an infection, you give them some vitamins or some medicine. And the moment when they are broken, like in the same way with the machine, you either dispose the machine and you destroy it. And in the animal case, it's the same, right? If the animal is old or doesn't work properly anymore, you dispose it. You get rid of it because it's economically not viable anymore, right? It's a drain on your money, essentially. So, and I would argue even with those kind of animals, right? It is still a form of exploitation, even if they're, let's say, happy. Yeah. But even if we go to these animals, there are still some other issues, right? Because the thing is, and let me tell you like a personal story. Like last week, I was before my work, I was actually in a village because my client lives there, and I was having a walk before going to the client. And I was seeing at this field like a lot of cows, and I actually also made a picture of these cows. Okay. And well, even as a vegan, I thought, well, I know what is going to happen with these animals. Eventually, these cows will be slaughtered. But, you know, it can be worse, right? So I saw it's beautiful out there for them. But then I noticed a thought came up to me because I know what is going even deeper. And a thought came up to me, and it's basically I was thinking, why are there only females on this field? What about the males? Yeah, and I think this then just tells you a bit more about like this exploitative industry, right? Because they are outside, because people want to have like certain quality of products, right? They don't want to see animals suffer, but they really don't care about like these other side effects. What about the males? What about the slaughter? Because all of these happy cows, eventually they will be kicked into a truck, right? Usually they are completely starving before slaughter, right? Because if they have food inside, you know, it's going to be a mess for the slaughterhouse, right? But eventually they will be cramped, all put together into a truck, and then they will be sent to a slaughterhouse where they will be kicked there against their will, and then they will have a knife cut down the throat, essentially, right? So even happy cows will have a very, very, very bad day in their life, which will end their life against their will.
I totally take your point. I mean, the farm industry with animals. It's another point of view is that the pollution that it generates, it's also really high. And yeah, I'm aware. That's the thing, but I can't see myself becoming a vegan. And another thing, this is a different topic,
There's
but
Bello,
I would like to ask you if you think that being a vegan implies a more expensive way of living. Just I want to ask that.
So sorry, you cut out for a second, at least for me. You said it implies what exactly? Expensive?
Yeah, if it's more expensive to live and buy groceries as a vegan.
Yeah, so I don't think necessarily, right? I don't think so. It depends what you want to have exactly. So for instance, fundamentals of a vegan diet, they can be extremely cheap, right? So if I put some effort into my vegan of my diet, I think I can be very, very, very cheap. But I choose sometimes not to do that. But I do this voluntarily because I want to have like some enjoyment, right? But if I really try to, yeah. So let's say I take some basic fruits and vegetables, right? Not a lot. I can even choose some regional fruits and vegetables in my area to cut down the cost. And then I can just pick some grains, like let's say bread, pasta, whatever. And then you can add some legumes, like beans, right? Rice and beans and lentils and maybe soybeans. You can even add tofu if you want, or tempeh, right? And then you can also add some nuts and seeds, basically, right? So this is like, these are the foundations, I would say, which you can pick. And there are many plants. I just mentioned these groups, like grains. But if you look at grains, there are so many grains, like bread, oatmeal, spelt, buckwheat, whatever it is, right? And then you have even these pseudo grains like amaranth or quinoa. So there are like a lot of food options. And if you just pick those, in general, the money spent will be very low. Now, if you look for replacements such as, say, plant milk, let's take soy milk, right, or soy yogurt, that depends on your area, right? But the thing is this, even if they are, let's say, a bit more expensive than, say, the animal version, and it can be, at least not in my area, they're the same, actually, or a bit cheaper. But even if it turns out the case that it is a bit more expensive, you will actually save money still, because if you eat other plants, let's say like oatmeal, potato, rice, beans, you will save money there, right? Because rice, beans, lentils, bread, pasta, exactly. So, and again, it's not necessary to drink plant milk. You can even make it on your own as well, like oat milk, almond milk. It's very cheap if you do it on your own. It's very cheap, right? But then it depends whether you want to do it, right, to save some money. Then it's a matter of convenience. If you want to do almond milk, I think you can make almond milk in maybe like, I don't know, like 10 minutes if you really want to.
Okay. And what's your take about the nutrition?
Can I?
Well, yeah, you can add something if you want.
No. I'm just I was just curious. Vegans are better. This debate. So can I ask you like something? Like I'm not a hater or anything. I consume animal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But can I ask you something? I have a doubt.
Sure.
The thing is that like I don't know. I know that animal cruelty is true. I have watched documentaries and stuff like that, because pigs are very emotional creatures. They are in a very, very small compartment and stuff like that. It's quite heartbreaking to watch that. It's coming from that. I mean, I don't eat meat. I don't eat pig and cow and stuff like that. I eat chicken.
What do you eat? What do you eat? Chickens? I can show you chickens. No worries. Would you like me to show you chickens?
No, bro. Wait,
no, I can show you chickens.
I'm not a hater. Yeah, bro, I know that. Let me finish, bro. That's not my question.
Yeah, so hold on. I think hold on. So for the sake of efficiency, I would like to come back to Sergius, because I had like a very good conversation with them. And maybe then afterwards you can chime in again, because otherwise there's like lots to be lost here in this conversation. Is that fine with you?
Okay, bro. Sorry, bro. Okay, fine.
Yeah, so I think we went over like these exploitative industries, even if they're like so quote unquote happy animals, right? There are still some side issues. And even with these farms, at the end, they will still meet their fate when they're being kicked into a slaughterhouse, right? Okay, so yeah, so you would still say that these then are problematic, right?
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That sounds very good. So actually, do you know the number one benefit of being a vegan is?
I'm not aware of the number one benefit.
Yeah. Well, then let's ask you this: do you actually know what veganism actually is to begin with? What it stands for?
I mean, I would say like not being an expert. It's based on reducing animal cruelty and avoiding eating any product that it's originated from any animal source. I would say that.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, it involves cruelty, but the most important thing is that vegans aim to, or it's like the desire to stop animal exploitation for human purposes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think like being against animal exploitation is something that resonates with you?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so given this then, right? So if we take this definition, what would you think is the number one benefit of being a vegan?
Stopping animal exploitation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if you are a vegan and you don't purchase these animal products, or if you don't even partake in some forms of entertainment, like with the bulls in Spain, you know for a fact that if you don't support these industries, you're not going to be responsible for their exploitation in your name, right? So you're not going to contribute to these injustices.
Yeah.
However, there's a second benefit, and that benefit is something about you, not about the animals. Because if you tell me right now all the time that you care about these animals, right? You care about them, but at the end of the day, you're still supporting the let's say some products or some forms of entertainment. You are a bit like in disalignment with your values, right? So it's a form of hypocrisy, basically, right? So you say you value them in one sense, but then you still consume them, or you use them for entertainment purposes on the other way. But by being vegan, you are actually resolving this disharmony, because you are bringing your values in alignment with your actions, right? And I think this is like a very important thing for humans to live consistent, right? Otherwise, people find a lot of strategies to resolve that inner conflict, right? Yeah.
So something that I wanted to ask before. I mean, I don't have a lot of information about veganism and all of that, and there's a lot of people that says that being a vegan also implies having to take supplements because you don't get enough nutrients. And since I don't have any close friend or close relative who is vegan, I don't really know if this is true. So I wanted to ask you that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it got lagged there.
Next question, like what would be the thing? Yeah, excellent. And I think this brings me to the next question, which actually is quite related to your point. What would be the very things that would stop you from being a vegan? What would stop you?
Like, are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Yeah,
okay. I mean, you could say like health, if you want to with, let's say, argument. Another thing is the joy that like most people enjoy at the end of the day, even if it comes with exploitation, which is true. Enjoys eating meat because it's tasty, or some dishes like you can't imagine living without, let's say, eating cheese. So I would say that's the two main reasons for a person to not. And maybe if they think that being vegan it's expensive, could be another reason. But we already discussed that.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. That sounds all. So it's mainly about health and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's suppose hypothetically, right? For the sake of just hypothetically, if we could ensure you that you can be healthy, fit, and strong while being a vegan, right? Would you then change your mind? Let's say.
I would like to try to. Right now, since I'm studying right now, I don't have any job and I depend, like I live with my parents. I don't know if it would be a burden to ask them to change all their patterns of buying groceries and going shopping and all of that just because I'm vegan. So that's something that it stops me from starting to change in that way.
Okay.
And also, again, I have to say that it is true that I also enjoy eating meat, although I know all the shortcomings that it has. So that's my main two reasons I would say that. And yeah, I will. I actually want to become a vegan in the future, but right now I don't see myself being able to.
Yeah, so I just identified another barriers that you previously did not mention, and that is basically that your parents could be a potential barrier, right?
Yeah.
And the purchases, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because I think we can work with all of them at least to some extent. But let me ask you this, right? So if you are in the position of the animal, right, and you are being exploited for your body parts, right?
Okay.
If I tell you this question, like, for how long would you want this exploitation to continue if you were the victim?
I will want to stop it as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. But then, what if I come closer then to you, right, and you are like in suffering, or you're confused, or like, I don't know, people humiliate you because, well, in circuses or zoos, whatever, right? So you're being exploited. And I tell you as the exploiter, let's say, you know what, I'm just going to do it because I think it's for health reasons, or it's very tasty. It's very tasty to do that.
Terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, you would maybe, as if you are the victim, you would probably say, you know what, I understand it's convenient. I know you have some beliefs about your health, but we can work with this. We can negotiate this, but please stop exploiting me for my body parts. Like, don't cut up my legs. Don't ride on my back for enjoyment, like with riding horses. Don't, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Don't take my body parts away from me, or don't make me suffer, right?
Yes.
You would try to negotiate with the other person, right? And try to find a solution, right? Right. Yeah. So based on these questions, right? Because we can find actually solutions to your problems, and I will get later. I will touch upon these issues later. But like, what do you think? How many more animals would you want to be exploited under your name moving forward?
Yeah. I want to say something. If anyone wants to talk, I'm feeling a little bit bad because we are the only ones talking. But yeah.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. I think everyone listens. I think it's a pretty good thing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Yeah. So because you said earlier to me, like, you wouldn't want the exploitation from happening, and we could find solutions to your problems, like health, convenience, and family, like orchestrating with your families, whatever. Like, based on this, how many more animals moving forward do you want to exploit animals for under your name?
I mean, in a perfect situation, I would like it to be 0, of course.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But what would then, like, do you think you could actually get to that perfect state of 0?
Well, that's actually a difficult question, because even if I would become a vegan, let's say, I think that animal exploitation is involved in a lot of, not only food, a lot of industries. So, I mean, maybe if I'm not, could you say that if you're not aware, maybe you're a vegan and you're doing some activity that also involves animal cruelty, but you aren't aware of that? would you say that in that case you are not responsible for that, or you will also be responsible even though you are not aware of that? What would you say?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm still like involved, of course, right? So let's say I buy a product and I wasn't aware of it, right?
Yeah.
Then obviously on a moral level, I may not be like how do you say, blameworthy, right? Because if I don't know, then yeah, I'm ignorant. But once someone tells me there is animal exploitation and I still do it, yeah, then I think there's something wrong there, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I mean, to answer your question, yeah, I would really like to get to that zero quantity of animal exploitation, even though it's not realistic because we are not really, we don't really know all of the products that we buy or the activities we do if they involve animal exploitation. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can be sure, I think, in a lot of instances, if you buy, let's say, fruits and vegetables, and if you look at the labels, right, you see obviously if there is like some, let's say, some milk in there or some eggs or some meat or fish, you know, and even in some cosmetics, you will at the back the vegan label sometimes even. Yeah. And it is about this basically, that you go like maybe like the extra step to check, okay, does this involve exploitation or not? And if you want to go even a further step, you can maybe even look online, maybe even.
Yeah.
Right? But it's about like doing something and doing the steps that are necessary to to prevent animal exploitation. Right? Because I think the biggest culprits are obviously milk, like milk products, flesh, eggs, and honey even as well, and fish. Yeah, these are the biggest ones because they impact us like on a daily basis, basically.
Yeah.
That's the issue, and everything else is obviously also important, but it may not apply to everyone, right? So I don't let's say I don't have a horse, so it doesn't impact me to think about like riding horses all the time, right? So it doesn't affect me so much. The same with zoos or circuses, right? The only thing that could affect me maybe once in a while is, let's say, if I buy like, let's say a leather or shoes. I think with shoes, it's very important, right? I have to make sure that my shoes do not contain any leather, let's say.
And also cotton, I guess.
Exactly, cotton and wool, yeah, exactly,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
Well, do you want to say anything? I will.
So the thing is obviously that the only thing that I think is the most difficult might be for you is the health aspect. I mean, we could give you some evidence, but I think that convenience or pleasure, I think that might be not a good reason to exploit animals, really, if you really think about it. Because if you are the victim, go ahead.
I would like to talk about the health aspect.
Okay, I think excellent. So I think BPM could actually, because they also have like slides.
Yep.
BPM?
Yeah.
The other person. Okay.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on health? What do you think we couldn't get from a plant-based diet? What would be the problem?
I don't want to state anything. I am just asking.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say, for example, vitamin B12, because it's really common in, let's say, for example.
Yeah. So first of all, we vegans usually say, well, it's best practice to take a supplement. And fortunately, B12 supplements are incredibly cheap. But if you don't want to take supplements for some reason, it's easy to avoid it as well. Most plant milks are supplemented with B12. A lot of other plant foods and even non-plant foods are supplemented with B12. It's kind of becoming a global issue because the animals that we raise for food are also supplemented with either B12 or cobalt so that the populations who eat those animals wouldn't become deficient. So what vegans say is just take the pill directly. That would be best.
Yeah. So I'm not like there could be any disadvantage if someone takes the pill instead of eating. Let's say, I mean, you said that animals are also fed with vitamins supplements, but is there any disadvantage eating like vitamins in respect to eating flesh? Just asking.
Not when it comes down to B12, I think. I mean, I would even make the claim, if you only care about the B12, right, I think it's much safer and healthier to take the B12 and then also to have your normal diet. Because the thing is, because let me tell you this, right? B12 is water soluble. So essentially, if you have any excess of B12, you pee it out with your urine, right? The thing is, if you pee it out, pee. Yeah. So in other words, if you eat plants plus a supplement like B12, right, you have some benefits actually, because if you rely on animal products to get your B12, right, you have to consume some amount of animal products. But with these animal products, there also comes some downsides that you do not want to have, because the more meat you consume, the more health negative health impacts you will have. But these negative health impacts in general, we do not see when it comes down to plants.
Okay.
That's the issue. So plants provide some. Yeah. Go ahead.
And it's not my case, but let's say for someone who it's really into going to a gym, for example, and getting very fit, it's being a vegan some kind of a problem for those people?
Yeah. Look at my picture, for instance. I would not label myself as a bodybuilder. I mean, well, I don't do it professionally. I don't intend to go to a competition, right?
Okay.
But I do strength training.
Okay.
I've been vegan for 6 years now. I hit PRs. I squat a lot. I like strength training. I like running. And if you just eat everything that I told you, right? If you get a lot of energy with the calories, there should be no issue, really.
Okay.
I think it's all hype.
And if someone wanted to be on shape like you, and it's a person who maybe has, I don't know, you have to eat more because of that need to get fit, or do you eat more or less the same amount of food as a person who eats meat and also wants to get fit?
Yeah, it's actually, I can actually eat the same, and it's not just me who's saying that, because VPM, they can also show you evidence, like science, where they compare two groups. One was vegan and one was omnivorous, or like meat eating, and they all ate the same amount of protein, and that was like 1.6 grams per kilo, right? 1.6 grams. And at the end of the day, the results were absolutely the same when it comes down to strength and building muscle and everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if both groups eat the same, like even if the vegan doesn't consume more, right, they still had the same effects, really.
Okay.
So I think a lot of meat propaganda that people believe you have to eat meat to be strong and whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So in the protein part, like what's the most for you, for vegans? What's the most typical source of protein?
Tofu, tempeh, VPM, TVP, seitan, beans, lentils, chickpeas, peas.
I tried seitan. I really liked it.
Yeah, all of those things.
Oh yeah, excellent. Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, don't shy away from. I mean, if you want, right? And meat eaters do this too. You can also eat like protein, drink protein shakes, whatever. You can do
actually,
that.
I come across with Plenty Shake. I don't know if you know that brand.
No, I don't. Sorry.
It's like a substitutive drinks. That it's not for protein. It's like a meal that instead of eating or cooking, you just make that drink, and you can eat it like a normal meal. Let's say. So let's say for the last few months, I've been trying to. Yeah, I bought these drinks, and I've been trying to substitute some of my meal with that, and it worked. If you want to search it, Plain Shake, and it also it's like you might think that since it's only a drink, it might not make you feel like you're I don't know how to say, sorry.
Satiated?
Yeah, satiated. But it does, surprisingly. So, yeah, that's one of the things I tried to change, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to simplify.
Yeah.
And it's very convenient because if you don't have time, let's say you have to go to work early or something, it's just very fast to do.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we just then have to find a way like how we can navigate the issue with your family, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's maybe it is not even an issue. Maybe you already have like all these foods available, and like beans, oatmeal, potatoes, rice, pasta, wraps, and you can just basically work your own meals, basically, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the thing is, for example, my father cooks a lot of soap, and to make the broth, they put, for example, chicken to boil with all the vegetables. So maybe one problem would be to say like you have to make 2 broths, one for the rest of the family and one for me.
Yeah.
And that can be taken to other meals as well. That might be a problem.
Yeah. Obviously, I would always focus on doing like the biggest, the biggest moves, right? So if it's like just residual stuff, well, okay, whatever. But if you're literally eating meat with them or like eggs or something, you're literally signaling to them that you like it. And you also consume it, so therefore they will buy more in the future for you, right? Like if they use some animal fat, okay, well, whatever, like to cook, let's say, okay, I mean, I don't personally like it, right? But it's very negligible.
Okay.
Because I'm here talking about like the most biggest pieces you can move, basically, right? That's the issue. And then we can maybe find alternatives, like, or if you have money as well, maybe you can also add something to your planned meals, you know. But I think you should work it out, because you said to me, again, you don't want to exploit animals under your name.
Yeah.
And I think you should then stick to that and really, stick to your values, because you seem to be like a very, intelligent and, intelligent guy who cares about this thing. And then I think, you should make the move, right? I know it feels a bit uncomfortable, but I like to tell people this point, right? Between us and these animals, there is a huge, we have a unique advantage, and that is we can actually get help and support, and we can find solutions, because we are not the primary victim, but these animals, they don't have support, they don't have solution, they actually are forced into a situation that they cannot escape, right? So this is a unique benefit we have over them, and I think we should take this responsibility to actually find help and alternatives so that we do not have to support these systems, right? That's the main thing. And what I could add, like what I could recommend to you, is that if someone sends maybe challenge 22 in the side chat, that would be very good. They will actually hook you up with a nutritionist, and they will give you like recipes to make it much easier. And actually, they will do recipes based on your area, right? That's excellent. I mean, you could also ask like Google or ChatGPT to make like a meal plan, you know, like high protein meal plan. But I think the best thing would actually be to reach out to a Spanish vegan community.
Okay.
because they can actually give you the best tips based on your location.
Okay.
Right. That would be the biggest move, I think.
I think that luckily in Spain there's a lot of options for that because there's a lot of with vegetables and all of that and lentils. As you said before.
Un momento, class.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the taxa. Apparently, que soy.
Can we not hot mic? Can we turn off the person?
Okay. And yeah. Well, I enter here. I don't know what to expect, but I think it was a very insightful conversation, and like I'm already trying to cut down on my animal food source consumption. Like, for example, I told my parents to try to eat more vegetables. Like, maybe it's minor things, but as I get older, I realize that I should change as soon as possible. And
absolutely, because for us, it's not a matter of reducing. Now, although reducing means you cause less suffering, right? But the issue,
I totally get it.
But the issue is we get actually lost in the numbers. Because if we look at the individuals, right? If we just look at the individuals and not like big numbers, right? The individual would not want to be exploited and killed, even if it's like, let's say, just like once a month or once a week, right? Because for that meat or for that product, that individual, that animal had to be exploited. That's the point we are trying to make here.
Yeah.
Right.
Something that's like I found.
Can we not, can we please?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I wanted to say also that when there's a vegan debate, sometimes people who are not vegan, like, are, I don't know if like they feel they make a lot of jokes or they just don't take the issue seriously, and that's something I never really very fond of. I always try to be like think things critically. Well, I actually entered here because I wanted to practice a little bit of my speaking, but yeah, I enjoyed the conversation. I don't know if you want to talk about anything else.
No, I think this has been a good conversation. I think, could you imagine yourself now going fully vegan?
Like, let's say I go out of my room and I just say I'm going to be vegan.
Yeah, if let's say you go to a supermarket and you have the choice, like to choose whatever it is, right?
Maybe I would say that I would try to eat progressively, like maybe I mean, it would be better if I just cut down completely on eating anything animal related. But I think for me it could be better to do it progressively, like maybe don't eat anything meat, but eating fish for a period of time, and then stopping on eating fish, and then eggs, and I mean,
why would it be better for you necessarily? Why?
Because I think in terms of, I mean, the thing we discussed about my parents and all of that, maybe asking them to buy the supplies that I need and preparing the meals that I need. Well, I could also prepare the meals for myself.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't want to. I think it would be a little bit overwhelming for me to do a complete change from the start. I I could try to, but I think for me, in my case, I would be better to do it progressively.
But if we try to take perspective here again a little bit, right? And I do acknowledge that it would be maybe a bit overwhelming or a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But if we go back to the case where an animal is like exploited for you, like if we try to have this in mind, like whenever something gets challenging, right? If you really have this in mind, so that you can have like a balanced view, it's about like your inconvenience and the inconvenience. So you take both into account. Don't you think then it would make sense to go the extra mile and to say, no, I'm just going to stick to my values and not contribute to that, even if it takes a little bit more?
It makes total sense.
Yeah. Because again, veganism is about taking perspective. If you really want to summarize it, that's also a brilliant way without going into all the nitty gritty. Veganism is about taking perspective again and again and again and again. It's really seeing who is the true victim, right? Because I think we are all victims of some sort, but the true victims are the animals because they are being exploited against their will and kicked into a slaughterhouse at the end of the day, right? So it's really about taking perspective and seeing what is happening here is an injustice to them because they had no saying into this. Right? They're not free. They don't have a choice. And they are basically a victim of our society, which commodifies these animals. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you really can remind, and I think if you can really remind yourself, then you will find solutions to these issues. Because the moment you understand that this is an urgent matter, this has nothing to do about reduction, but between choosing exploitation and non-exploitation. If you see this urgency, you will immediately look for solutions. I will promise you this. You will look for solutions.
Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I take your point completely.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
LK, you wanted to ask a question.
I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Like whenever I think about vegans, the picture that comes into mind is that they wear a yellow color shirt and they have some paintings in their hand and they go to museum and all these places and do some vandalism. So I have a question. My question is that I think they are not true vegans, that's paid actors, trying to paint a picture that all vegans are crazy.
Wait, do you know this for sure?
That.
Wait, do you know this for sure or do you think so?
No, I don't know. I want to know.
So that's just your feelings. Thank you for sharing. No. LLK, that's just your feelings. Thank you for sharing your feelings. But unless you have, shut up. Unless you have empirical evidence that the people that do activism are paid actors, then present those evidence. But unless you have those, that's just your feelings and they are valid, they're important, but they are not comporting to reality. So they are not backed by evidence. And therefore we should ignore it. And you should ignore it as well, right? I have a bunch of feelings. When I walk on the street, I make judgments about people. I say, well, those people are this, those people are this. But then I ignore those judgments because I don't know who they are. I don't know what motivates them, right? That's like bigotry. What you are describing is you are being a bigot toward vegans. Do you think bigotry is a good thing?
Bro, relax.
Bro, answer my question. Do you think bigotry is a good thing? Please answer my question. Do you think bigotry is a good thing? Yes or no? Yes or no? Last chance. Answer. Yes or no?
Moderator, I think he misunderstands my question. He's talking about something else.
Is bigotry a good thing? Yes or no?
But let me finish. He's not even allowing me to talk.
No, I want you to answer my question. Is bigotry a good thing?
He misunderstands my question, bro. He misunderstands my question. Let me explain, clarify my question, bro. I did not say anything. like about anything. I have a question
No,
that
no. You said, I think, no. You said, I think those vegan activists are paid actors. That's an empirical claim that offends me greatly. And it's based on your feelings.
I think you misunderstood what I'm trying to
Okay,
say. Let
you
me
can
explain.
start from a beginning and explain yourself in a way that doesn't make empirical claims that you can't. LLK, let me finish. Let me finish. You can start again. You can start again asking your question or making your statement, but this time make sure you're not making empirical claims that you don't have evidence for. That you don't have evidence for. Do you understand what I said?
Moderator. I
Do
want to
you
say, like,
understand what I said? Please,
No, I
when you
don't
rephrase.
understand what you said. Why are you being this much agitated? I am
a
did not even
moderator.
raise
I'm
my voice.
asking you
I
if you
did-
understood my if you understood my request.
LLK,
LLK, I'm asking you if you understood my request.
Moderator, please, can you tell him? Okay. Moderator, let me.
No, hold on. LK. I think we should not get like lost. Hold on. I think we should not get like lost in these kind of things, like what vegans do or not do. I think what you should look at. Wait, please let me finish. Let me please finish.
Okay.
Let me. Okay, and please and listen carefully because I think this point is very important, and I know people get distracted.
Yeah, but bro, let me make one thing.
Are you not gonna finish? Are you not gonna listen?
Please, LLK, please.
Okay.
I think it is a very good skill to learn that people like you or me, whoever, we should not look how people behave, right? How some activists behave, but we should look.
No, I did not make any claim like that. You guys misunderstand. You guys even not even giving me a chance to explain.
LLK, I will warn you for the final time. If you keep interrupting me, I will disengage. Okay? Because I'm fed up with this. Like, if we want to have like a faith, if you want to have a good faith discussion, if we want to have a good faith discussion, you have to let your interlocutor finish speaking. Okay.
Then you have to give me. Okay.
Yeah. Instead of looking at how other activists are behaving, you should look at their arguments, not what they're doing, but at the arguments. That is important.
But that's not my question. Go on.
Yeah, I'm basically done. We should not bring it up, like how whether vegans are paid actors or none of that conspiracy.
No, that's not my question, brother. That's not my question. You misunderstand. That's not what I said.
You literally said this.
Okay.
No, I did not say, bro. You jumped to
You
a
maybe
conclusion.
didn't mean it, but you did say it.
No, bro. Let me explain it.
Okay,
You guys misunderstand.
But can we just actually for the sake of productiveness, right? Can we actually touch on? Hold on. Can we just touch on the philosophy of veganism and not about the individuals?
No, bro. I'm not trying to.
Because frankly, hold on, frankly, I don't care how some. Hold on. Frankly, I don't. Some activists behave or don't behave. Now, if they behave violently, maybe I will disagree. But in general, right? No, not bro. Let's engage now to the arguments. Is that fine by you?
Well, they're not listening. They're not listening. They just want to say their thing. So, LLK, you're going to say your thing and then we're going to ban you, okay? Say your thing. Please, everybody let them say their thing and then we're going to ban them. Let's go.
Okay. Like, bro, the only thing that I'm trying to say is that I did not. Let me explain, please. Like, I'm not saying that vegan people are bad or anything. I am just like saying that, I used to watch TVs and stuff like that. So when I watch YouTube and stuff like that, I see some people who come with orange shirt and stuff like that doing some stunt. So I don't know who they are. I don't know they are vegans or they are activists. Let me completely explain. I don't know they are vegans. I don't know who they are. I don't even know who they are. So I wanted to know that are they people's, like paid by billionaire companies? I mean, meat companies to paint a bad picture that vegan peoples are bad.
Just think about the question you're asking for a second. If the people who did this thing, like
Yeah.
Would they say that they are doing this thing, that they are being paid to do that?
Yeah, I mean, like the meat companies are paying,
Yeah, can you answer my
actors.
question, please?
I did not understand.
Yeah, because you're not actually listening to anything anyone says. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, then explain. Explain.
So LLK, I will actually defend you in this room, right? As a mod, I will defend you. However, under the condition that you are now not going into these topics, but rather that we discuss veganism. Do you agree?
I did not understand. What
So
are you
I will just hold on. I will repeat myself yet again one more time, but you have to start also listening and not again interrupting. Okay?
Attention.
So I will
I
show
think
you.
they might be merging the idea of vegans and veganism. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's actually a very good distinction. Yeah. So can we talk about veganism right now? Not about vegans, the members, but about veganism, the philosophy.
I still had
Are
a
you
question
willing to?
from the previous discussion. if possible.
Okay. If that's it, then I don't have the question. I just have this question, like,
No,
who are those
I'm asking
people
you
that
now.
you
I'm asking you now the question. I'm now
Yeah.
asking you the question. Are you willing to have a discussion about the philosophy of veganism?
Okay. I am not. I just want this question
Okay,
to.
I'm just gonna ban you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I just
okay, so
banned
you
them.
do not want.
I just
Okay.
banned them.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Yeah,
waste of
that's-
time. They're not listening, and they just said they are not willing to have a conversation. So let's just move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still had a question from the previous discussion. Possible?
Yeah, sure. To Sergius, you mean?
Yeah, with
Sergius?
Sergius. Sergius, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, awesome. I just wanted to hear what is like the conclusion after you talked with Val. It was a very nice conversation, by the way. But it seemed like you guys agree on everything, even the last point. So I just want to know if, if you are going vegan or if you're gonna choose violence moving forward.
I'm thinking it over right now.
Let me ask you this, Sergius. How many more animals should be exploited, slaughtered, and abused for you and in your name going forward?
It should be 0, of course.
You can do this, Mega. You can get support. Remember this.
Yeah. I
You
can
can get
assure
help
you,
from.
I mean, I can't promise you that I will go out of the room and just start being vegan. But I'm really thinking it over. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you watch one of the documentaries that we provided, like Dominion and stuff?
Yeah.
Just to kind of know what it is that you're paying for, because it will help you connect a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Sergius, what is actually stopping you from leaving your room as a vegan? Like, you do recognize that each and every time you choose these products, you are causing animals to get kicked into a slaughterhouse for you, right? That is something you are aware of, right? After the discussion with ex-Cat Puncher.
I mean, there are a lot of like living in a first world country implies getting advantage of lots of injustices, not only veganism, like animal cruelty, let's say, and let's say trying to focus because maybe if you buy any piece of clothes that, for example, is vegan, maybe it also comes with kids exploitation in a third world country. So what I'm trying to say is trying to focus on all of these injustices at once, can be really putting a pressure on yourself. And yeah, I want to become vegan, yes, but I don't want to pressure myself too much right now. Like That's the thing. Yeah, I understand all of what you're saying, but that will be my answer.
Okay, so you wanna keep comfortable because again, this clothing from third world country children, right? That is a maybe. We don't know that for a fact, but each time you are consuming any animal exploitation product, that is a fact that you're causing an animal to get kicked into a slaughterhouse because of that action, right?
Yeah, but I think that, for example, buying phones, certain phones it's not a maybe that there's people who are being in really bad conditions in working in those third world countries, and that's not.
How
a
does
maybe.
that? Wait. We gotta separate this a little bit, Sergius. But how does any of that justify you paying for violence towards animals?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that veganism is not the only topic in which I'm trying to.
Sure, but like you are making choices on what you eat, for example, right? Nobody's forcing you.
Mm-hmm.
So then why not make the choice that does not oppress an animal? Nobody's telling you go on the street, speak for animals. We're just saying do the bare minimum and make the choice that doesn't oppress an animal. You don't have to research, you don't have to anything. You just have to literally pick the other product.
Like, Sergius, if you were the one who was gonna get kicked into a slaughterhouse, right, the next time you choose these exploitation products, right, would you think like these excuses that you are giving would be reasonable enough to pay somebody to kick you into a slaughterhouse? Like, yeah, what about your phone though? I need to reduce gradually, right? I'm not exploiting one person per month anymore. You are just the only one this year, right? Nobody else this year, Sergius. I reduced to one per year. Will you accept these kind of excuses if you are the one who's going to get kicked into a slaughterhouse?
Sorry, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed now.
That's okay. Let's just. Can you just promise us you'll watch Dominion? Can we just get this commitment out of you?
Okay, I will.
Okay, and let's do this. Let's do this, Sergius. Do not consume animal products until you watch this documentary. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay. Watch that and then see how you feel, okay? And then come back, maybe tell us how you feel and everything.
But you are always like on Discord
there's always somebody here. Yeah. So you can.
Yeah, I'm quite active here as well, my guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that.
If you have also a question, you can also actually send me a friend request as well. I can also answer you some questions.
Okay.
I can also address the question about the smartphone thing as well, because we are activists and we hear these kind of arguments actually on a daily basis. So we have spent some time actually to know all of these issues. But just send me a friend request anyway. We can also have like a private chat as well if you want.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I will watch the documentary. I can.
Yeah.
I can promise that.
Okay, sure.
By the way, I heard some of the conversations as I was biking back home, and I'm like, oh my god.
Kevin, is that what you're asking? If you were a car, or if I was a car, would it be moral for me to kill animals? Is that your way of creating hypotheticals? Because I can answer it if you want. I can answer it. Let me know. There should be like only like a 4-second delay. So your answer should be quick, unless you're far back.
That's why I know it's bad.
Sure. Well, first of all, a hypothetical should be at least logical and plausible, Kevin, and you're not being logical and plausible when you're asking this question, because objects and sentient beings are not the same thing, right? There is no morality to an object, what an object does, and so forth. So it would be amoral for an object to, I don't know, drop like, or drive over like a self-driving car or something like that, to drive over an animal. There is no moral question there, because it's an object. But it's also like illogical, because you can't compare human or animal morality to an object morality. It's not even logical. Nothing in morality addresses objects for themselves. Neither moral agency or moral patiency. I hate those words, but I have to use them anyways. Well, it can do it, right? An electricity pole can fall on you, but it's not a moral question, right? And hypotheticals are for sourcing out morality, so you're making an illogical hypothetical, whereas Pia, I think, was making a logical one that actually can happen, one that is, there are no contradictions there, right? Whereas it's a contradiction to ask, is it moral for an object to do something? It's like even illogical. An object can't do anything, right? Even a Tesla, there is like a programming there. There is no intent. As you yourself said, there's no intent behind an object. So it indeed, this question, your question, doesn't tell us nothing about morality, because it's not questioning the morality of a being who is capable of morality. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. You're playing a word game. Please stop. Like, get into it genuinely from a place of questions, right? Not from a place of being a shithead. Please. That's all we can ask.
To buy some animal to entertain in my free time. No.
Sure. Do you consume animal products?
No.
Are you vegan?
Come again?
Are you vegan?
Who muted you, Kevin? I didn't see anybody muting you. I would have noticed. I'm very attentive to my chat today, because there are way too many vegans in the Discord. So, by the way, I think I'm going to be moving those towards the evening. We'll see. I don't know. It's kind of a weird flux situation for my channel right now. So we'll see. Oh, Tone, you timed them out. Well, if Tone timed them out, he has a very specific instruction. I think you deserved it, Kevin.
Their product?
I think yes.
So, do you think that in the production of these products, animals are treated like objects? We just left.
Hey, what's up, Lee?
Hey, VPM, you didn't hear me. Congratulations on the 1,000.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I was muted. I was talking to my chat. I was deafened, I guess.
Yeah. I know. I figured. Just that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I also saw that your numbers were pretty big earlier, right? On those
Yeah.
streams.
They weren't too bad. At some point, they were like
Nice.
65 years or something like that. Not too bad. It goes ups and downs, though, so we'll see.
As it always is, yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I'm gonna go soon, though. Lee, what's up? You wanna have the last conversation with me? Please, I'm begging you. I want to have a conversation today. Val is not letting me have any conversations. Joking. Val is an amazing activist, and it's better that Val does this than me, frankly. Do you not have a
Well,
mic?
I also had some luck. It depends on the individuals as well.
Yeah. What's up, Dhruva?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, not too bad. You, how is your day going?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, not terrible, not terrible. Just started, kind of. Are you vegan, Dhruva?
I was vegetarian, but the chip guy just told me to be vegan. I was like, okay.
Oh, so you are vegan now.
Yeah.
Well done on Chip
Okay,
Guy.
yes.
Well done, Chip. You made somebody vegan. There you go.
I didn't say anything. Did I say anything to you, Dhruva? I don't know.
Yeah, I just came like, like 2-3 days back, I guess. 2-3 days back, week ago,
okay.
I guess.
There you go.
How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, it's good.
Now, going to specifics. How you doing? Do you survive without leather? Do you survive without meat now? Give us specifics.
I'm without meat for like 10 years. The only non-vegan product I used to consume was milk.
Okay, gotcha. And how are
I'm a
you doing
vegetarian.
now?
Nothing much. Is there anybody like a nutritionalist with you guys? Somebody a nutritionalist?
I mean, I happen to be one, but why?
No. Like, like last Saturday, I just had a arm surgery, They had to remove rod in my arm. So they said me to eat like drink high amounts of milk and what is that called? Bone broth or something. They said me.
Because you had hand
Why?
surgery?
Yeah. Like when I was like 13, I had my arm broken, so they had to put a rod in my arm. So
Did they tell
I
you
just
what
wanted to ask
specific nutrients you need? Did they tell you, well, you need... Why would you drink bone broth? That's such a medieval suggestion. As if, if you drink something from bones, your bones are going to get stronger. It's kind of weird. It's if you eat testicles, your testicles are going to be bigger. That's what it means, basically. It's kind of a weird
but,
claim.
I
Yeah.
guess the junior doctor said me that.
Okay.
Like have something high in protein and whatever.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
can eat tofu, basically. Tofu has high calcium, high protein content.
Yeah, basically they just said me like if you wanna get your arm fixed fast, just get milk and all that stuff, Something that's similar to milk.
Unscientific, in my opinion. What do you think, Chip?
Highly unscientific. Yeah. I would say the whole point of it is try to eat healthy during these times of recovery and eat a little bit higher in protein. Make sure you get all your vitamins in, but that's it. No, there's no specific food that would make recovery faster, unless you take like these special supplements, like maybe, I don't know,
Vitamin D.
vitamin D, I don't know, NAD plus, NMN, maybe creatine is a good one in these times. But no specific food will make anything magic happen, and even these supplements probably won't, right? It's just to feel yourself better. As long as you eat healthy, a bit higher in protein these days, and make sure that you're eating maybe less processed these days, I think your body will recover quite fast.
I guess I'm following it.
Vegan inconsistency, no, that doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that I'm holding a lion to like some kind of a moral, what are you saying, moral obligation. Not at all. I'm holding myself to moral obligation. If I was walking on the street and a person was trying to kill a baby, I would, I'm not strong enough, but I would think it's moral to stop the person trying to kill a baby, right? That doesn't mean that person, I'm holding them to a moral obligation. I'm just trying to prevent an immoral act from happening, right? If that person is not morally comparable, if, for instance, they're mentally challenged or something like that, then yes, I would say stop them. For the same reason, I would say it's moral to stop a lying so that we can prevent victim from happening. That's all I'm saying there. I'm making a moral judgment on myself. Do I think it's more moral of me to stop the lion or let them kill a gazelle or let them kill a baby. And I say, no, I think if I can, I should prevent the victimhood.
Yeah, I think as far as I see, he is living.
So, how was your day, bro? Was it good?
Pretty good, yeah. I won the I was squashing, so I won the matches, so that's good.
That's good.
But let's leave some space. Maybe somebody, maybe VPM. Do you want to have a conversation with somebody?
Oh,
But
nobody
I'm not
in
sure if
here.
there's anybody.
Yeah, there's nobody in here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna have quite a few more things to do today, including. Oh, maybe we can have this conversation. Hello, what's up? F person. Sorry, I don't have the name in front of me. One sec. Oh, fucking now. That's interesting. What does that name mean?
Not mean.
What?
Not mean. It is random.
Oh, it's random bullshit. Okay, that's fine. Are you vegan? Fucking no.
No, I am not vegan, but I am curious now. So, to watching, I want to listening.
Sure. While you're listening, you can also watch my stream and kind of see a little bit of what we're talking about. But do you know what veganism means? What it means to be vegan?
Yes.
Yeah, what does it mean? If you can tell me.
Actually, I don't know vegans because I haven't vegan friends. So I just want to listening this conversation now.
You don't want to have the actual conversation with me? I'm going to be so sad.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Let me just explain to you what veganism is, if you don't mind. And then we'll see if you want to move on or not. I'm not going to make you have a conversation if you don't want one. Right? I just want you to know what veganism is. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so veganism is rejecting the exploitation and slaughter of animals when you don't have to, for things that are unnecessary. And as vegans, we find I think all exploitation and slaughter that happens right now in the world as unnecessary, because you can live without leather, you can live without going to zoos, you can live without going to circuses, you can live without paying for your toothpaste to be tested on animals. You can live without eating meat, dairy, eggs, honey. You can live without all of those things and be happy, healthy. So therefore it becomes our moral obligation not to exploit and kill animals for those things. Does that make sense? Oh gosh. Does that make sense, fucking no? It is a funny thing to say.
Sorry?
Does that make sense, what I said about veganism? Did that sound reasonable, or are you disagreeing with something?
Yeah, I listen to you, but I am respect all vegans, but I'm not vegan.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're here for. We're kind of asking people, well, why? Why aren't you vegan? Maybe you think that you can't live without some of those things that I'm asking. And if you can't, okay, we can talk about that. But if you can, why would you choose the option that exploits and kills animals, that does this, what I'm showing on my screen, to the animals?
Yeah, I see, and I'm so sad that reasons.
Oh, vitamin B12, look at that. Animals get vitamin B12 through supplementation, so we don't need animals for vitamin B12. Look at that.
Actually, I mean, some animals be for love. For example, I have a cat. I have a dog. I am living at home with my cat and my dog, but I think sheep, fish, some animals be for, I think, eat. I think.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Yeah, farmers breed these animals in order to exploit, kill them, and sell them to you. But it doesn't mean that those animals should be going through this, right? If we can avoid it, wouldn't we? Wouldn't that be the moral thing to do?
I have a question, or what do you mean, chickens?
Sorry, I don't understand.
What do you mean, and chickens?
What do I mean, chickens?
Chicken.
Well, they are animals, and if we can not exploit them, not kill them, we should. That's my opinion. Does that make sense? Like, if you can prevent something, shouldn't you?
I think you agree.
I agree with what? Do you mean you agree with me?
Sorry, my English level is beginner. I am difficult for your mean. Sorry.
Yeah, take your time, it's fine. And like, if you can like translate something like in Google Translate, maybe we can learn together. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will research. I will research this topic. Yes.
Okay. Research and come back to us, I guess. It's, all I'm saying is, right, if you can not make this happen, if you can say, I'm not gonna give money to this, wouldn't it be more moral to say no to this? To these animals being killed and basically tortured? You can look at the torture right now. Like, if it turns out that we don't have to have the products that they are made out of, shouldn't we stop? Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go for now. Maybe I'll come back later, okay?
Take care, VPM.
Bye.
Take care.
Guys, goes for chat as well. Appreciate everybody coming here. Yeah, I might have a video out today. We'll see. Tomorrow is going to be our usual stream. I think I'm a young person who is exploited on a farm they asked me to react to a video of a farmer. So I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. We'll see. Thank you everybody for coming. And don't pay for this shit. And see you next time.